It's time to blunder! Woo! The Blunder Years. Back before all the beer made him age 50 years. What a tragedy. The Blunder Years. Just before that buffoon went and totally ruined his career. Let's cheer.
Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to the Blunder Years. All those beers ago, live from the Rustic Cut Studios in Alabama and New Jersey. Welcome to the Shuley Network. Myself, Mr. Mike Morse, and up top, you know him, Daddy. He's the bull of the woods. Reverend Bob, leave it, Jack. Woo! Come on. Welcome. This is where we go into the past of the Melendez legend and break down some stuff. This will be part of a two-part series on Compound Media. So hello to all our Compound Media friends who will be watching this. Thank you. Appreciate it. Mm-hmm. Jump on over to the Shuley Network. It ain't nothing but a thing on YouTube. Subscribe. It's free. Hit the notification. But then you got the paywall stuff. That's what you're watching right now. This is exclusive. These are exclusive people with a lot of shit going on that are behind this wall. That's right. And they're here and they're gifting subs. And guess what? There's nobody here but members, but they're still gifting subs. They're saying, suck my dick. They don't care. Uncle Jack, he doesn't care. And you guys shouldn't care either, like Big Daddy Doodoo.
Suck my dick.
Love you, buddy. Thank you. So welcome. If you've never seen this before, this is an in-depth breakdown of Stuttering John. Like I said, the earlier stuff. And we loved doing that episode with Kumia where John was on with Artie and it was just a firing squad. We got about 10 minutes left of that. And then I found something interesting. This is Anthony, Joe DeVito, and Artie playing audio of Stuttering John's newest podcast. And I think this is when he left Tammy Pescatelli and he just went solo on his own. I think he was done with Vince at this point. He may have been done with Monique. I'm not sure. But they fucking tear John a new asshole.
Eventually he's done with everybody.
Eventually. Yeah. So I want to play a little of this if you boys don't mind. Are we ready? Everybody got their smoke. Everybody got their drink. Heroin, whatever you need. Let's go. Welcome to the Blunder Years.
Before the show, somebody sent me a link to Stuttering John's new podcast.
So this is the second video. We wanted to finish the other one, didn't we?
Yeah, I'm going to start with this one.
Okay.
Joe, mind your fucking business. Stay in the back. Okay.
Miss, do you have a husband that can handle this for you? Or because I don't want to talk to you, Miss. Thank you.
Hold on a second. I'm looking to see where it's the Frog Network. I can't find it. I don't know.
Check in the garbage because that's where the Frog Network is.
That's for all the wrong reasons. He
There's a new podcast?
Yeah.
How many podcasts
Episode
does he have?
one.
No, exactly.
Episode 1 of the new Stuttering John
He
podcast.
reinvented himself again?
I don't know what he's doing. It was so fun. Like within a minute, he starts ragging on us.
Sure, of course.
Within a minute. He's talking.
Some things never change. This is John's new podcast. He's not going for all that trashing shit and fighting. This is brand new.
Up how great of a stand-up comic he is.
Of course.
And
no one else is.
His delivery.
That's what it is. You never hear people going, I've seen this Stuttering John live. I tell you, he's one of the best.
Amazing.
Yeah. People go, he was really good. Like their voice goes, he's really good. Oh, look, a funny DeVito.
Yeah.
Roy Ray, love you, buddy.
Tone droning. It sounds like you're listening to a model airplane.
Yeah.
It's just meh. There's no personality.
One time he had a joke where he goes, I'm a Puerto Rican and Danish. I'm Danish. I'm a spick. I'm a dick. That was a joke he had.
By the way, I know. I heard it.
That's right. So he didn't change in 30 years.
I don't think he would want to get rid of that.
He heard it because it echoed in the fucking empty room he was in Long Island, where he got fucking parking right up front.
Anthony was starting his car up and he heard that joke.
Audio of his stand-up. And I told Scott the engineer to edit that where he just goes up and says, I'm a dick. It was a whole setup.
At least he's believable now.
Exactly. John Spittle gifted 5. Thank you, sir. That Spittle's a veteran. You guys respect these fucking veterans around here.
Scumbags.
You're I'm taking people laugh like they're agreeing with you.
Fuck you. You got cancer.
Maybe that's why he's trying to do so many podcasts, because if he just overwhelms you with the sheer number of podcasts he do, it'll be 9 out of 10 podcasts like his act.
Maybe that's it.
Yeah,
it's so funny. DeVito's. He's saying it's a numbers game. If you throw enough shit at the wall, something's gonna stick, right?
Yeah, shit.
Yeah,
there's a lot of shit on John's wall.
Shit on the
It's
tub.
blood.
Yeah.
I've told you.
See, I think he's doing a podcast, and then he does another one that's no different than the other one he's doing. I don't care how many podcasts you do. If no one's listening to the one, you're not just gonna. You got to maybe do something different.
Ain't kidding. When Artie tells the story of how John stiffed Zebra and then threatened to say they slept with underage women. What a pal, huh?
Yeah.
You have that?
And he uses those guys as I have friends that I've had for years.
Right. This is one of my closest friends. I only had to threaten him once. He's a good guy.
Conan, he get. How come I got on Conan? I mean, because you do jokes about Gary's teeth.
You're playing my material. I'm gonna lawsuit.
Welcome to the Stuttering John podcast.
No. Here we go. Here we go. Buckle the fuck up. John's last brain cell. Thank you, buddy.
But listen, already you can tell how different his voice is back then than it is
100%.
now. Yeah.
He sounds like a different human being.
Yeah. Sounds like a human
Slim
being.
Fast will change your voice when you mix it with beer.
Mike's right. He sounds like a human being.
Yeah. Is that John? Is that a new one?
Oh, there you go.
Announces
Hello,
himself.
everybody. Yes,
Well,
I
he
am
was
back.
on the Tonight Show.
Yeah.
It's hard to believe, but I finally figured out how to do this without a producer. I could do it from my own, alone in my own home. How
This
great
is his
that?
delivery. The whole.
Soon I'll start taking phone calls.
I'm
As
pissed
soon as
off.
I learn
I'm
how to
pissed
do
off he has a
that.
home.
Yeah.
Artie's pissed off he has a home.
It's
But at
a
least I'm finally
podcast
up
How is he
and running
affording
here.
any of this?
from one of those pods that you
Stuttering
rent
John
in the
Melendo's
driveway.
recording studio.
Literally a
Better
podcast.
known as my spacious living room.
This is like a POW
Anyway,
giving
how is
prepared
everybody
remarks.
doing? It has been
SOS.
We are being treated fairly and humanely.
Yeah, it's like the kid they killed in North Korea.
It's like he's gonna read the names of people that died on 9/11.
Yeah. It sounds low to me, Joe.
And give me a second. I'm
Shut the fuck up.
I mean, it's a knob. What do you mean give you a second?
I got to work on it. Give me a moment.
Is that suck my dick loud to you guys? It's not to
Can
me.
never be too loud.
That's better. That's what I like.
Treating North Korea so terrible.
While you're hanging out at home. Well, I just got back from Fairview Heights, Illinois, headlining Hey Guys Comedy
What
Club.
is that
Had a great
affect he
time
puts on?
there.
Like what? Like
Yeah, what is it?
Great
He's
job,
trying to
if
do
I
a
do say
voice.
So myself, got a lot of laughs, made a lot of people roar with laughter.
Oh, no. Roar with laughter. Roar. I've never heard a professional comedian say, how'd you do last night? They were roaring with laughter.
Yeah, play my intro when I do the Raw with the lion thing, the tiger. That's the fucking roar that he had.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, exactly.
As opposed to what you might hear from
He's talking about the yawning.
a certain two nudniks on
within a minute.
Yeah,
viewed
that's wow.
Well, at least
video
we're playing it here.
podcast.
Someone's going to hear it.
I'll move the mouse. I can hear people upset.
And he hits you with the
they
N-word.
Obviously,
Yeah.
Nudniks, the N-word. Nudniks.
yes, I am a hell of a stand-up and
And a liar.
Yeah.
and make a living doing stand-up right now. Although I did get my advance for my book. My book comes out October 16th.
Why would
I'm
anyone
sure
listen to
you
this?
guys are going to love it.
That's cutting to the chase.
I mean, and he wasn't even doing it to goof on
Right.
John. He legit
Right.
asked the series,
Yeah.
what is the point behind all of this?
Stand up right now. Although I did get my advance for my book.
And again, it just proves he has so little going on in life the whole time. Like, why do you need to announce that you got an advance from your book company? Who cares?
You're misunderstanding. He could have a lot going on in his life. His children could have won competitions.
Right.
He could have been, but it's not him. It's not career. It's not him being better than everybody else.
Gotcha. That makes sense.
My book comes out October 16th.
Why would it?
Somebody says he got his advance and drank it.
I get my advance for my book. My book comes out October 16th.
Why would
I'm
anyone
sure
listen to
you
this?
guys are going to love it.
I don't understand. Like,
I
just
was thinking the
finished
same
my
thing when I
chapter
was
with
listening to it. I was
Sam
just like,
Jameson.
what is he doing?
I-
In the demographic, people named Melendez. He's not doing well.
He's number one.
please, he's probably about number 32
Yeah,
in the Melendez.
In the demographic, people want to know exactly where Stuttering John is at all times. The loan sharks he owes money to. Not watching.
The advance helped him get advanced cirrhosis, so it all worked out.
There you go. This guy says Mike got fined for his advance on Ha Ha History.
I had to give it back plus double.
Yeah. Plus a VIG.
I mean, if you're going to listen to a podcast that's a person bragging, I don't think that's the one you start.
My royalty. I've gotten my advance from my book.
Yeah, you want to hear maybe Don King, you'd listen to it.
Yeah, make it interesting.
He talks about his book a little bit.
Well, again,
and alcohol.
I said, what's going to be in your book? Like,
Sam was a great
It's-
guy.
it's just insanely boring stories about this. There's no smoking gun with Howard. Believe me.
No,
There's like, you're not going to walk out of him fucking a stripper.
That's
I
true.
never saw any of that.
No smoking
So
gun.
why would you? It's the one famous guy he knows. What the fuck's a book company going to want to know? Yeah. What did he say about the book?
It's going to be very revealing, very interesting. I think that most people are going to enjoy it.
Oh, I'm on the back of my seat.
I don't think Howard and Baba
I'd
Booey
rather be in the back of the fucking car where Kennedy was sitting.
Yeah.
Seriously.
enjoy it because I do happen to call out a few things that I felt a little
Things.
it's,
No,
that
we don't.
weren't the
No, we don't
exact
even
coolest
care.
things.
We don't know, and we don't even care, says Joe DeVito.
Where
No,
Gary's
they
right
are
about
at the
stuff.
firm. That's right. That's what me and Gary used to call the Stern Show. We used to call it the firm because between Howard and Buchwald, Don Buchwald is the biggest piece of shit known to man.
Make another
Between
big
those
enemy.
two, it was like the firm.
Making me the big enemy.
It's like
He's the
it's
Kevin
like
Brennan
you
of boring
can't leave.
people.
If you leave, you get beaten up.
He's the Kevin Brennan of boring people. He said. Fucking Hardy.
Isn't it crazy that the way John's speaking, not only just the voice itself, but he's not going,
That's pills, dude. I don't care
Yeah.
what anybody says. That's pills. And, God bless him, but same with High Pitch Eric. I'm not saying the guy was, I'm just saying there's a big difference between talking to Eric now versus seeing Eric earlier when he first came on the show. I think it's all pills, man. The alcohol isn't helping. Don't get me wrong.
That's a
Pills and pickled brain, yeah.
Burning
Kevin Brennan.
tunnels.
I think we can only hope the audiobook is as read by the author.
Oh,
That's where
please.
we can hope and pray.
It takes 4 years.
Please.
4 years. Yeah, we're 2 hours in. John's on the dedication.
So, Aunt, when you saw him at the brokerage, when you left, did your face hurt from feigning laughter?
Is a beast.
Yeah, because he kept looking. It was weird because he kept looking over.
Yeah.
'Cause
Oh,
I always sit
God.
way on the side.
Well, there's one person in the audience, you can see them.
Yeah.
Artie.
Best.
So he kept looking over, and I was like, oh, I'm kind of laughing. My buddy Joe Curry was sitting at a table just next to me, and I was up on kind of a elevated thing.
Landing there.
And Joe's head was turned around, and every time I would look at John, I could see Joe, and Joe would be like this. He's like, faces.
When they were rolling, their eyes.
And by the way, as listeners of the show know, Joe Curry, one of the kindest, most generous.
Yeah.
Yeah, absolutely.
Nice guy.
He'll laugh just to help you out.
He's a nice guy. He's really humble about the business and everything. And he's kind of looking like, oh, Jesus fucking Christ.
The John thing is like, again, thank God he thinks differently than everyone else, because he'd be suicidal if he didn't.
That's a great point. He brings up an excellent point. I never thought of it that way. If he saw it the way we all see it, 100%.
I say they bomb and they get off like it's Carnegie Hall.
Yeah. The back of the book about the author, about who wrote it. Oh my God, fucking John! He never ceases to amaze. We're nudniks, apparently. So
Well, there's worse to be called.
there really is. That is true.
So the Uber drivers go, these nudniks.
There. So we'll keep tabs on that whole thing.
That's
the
gonna be our
podcast.
Magic Johnson show.
I felt so bad because people started sending me the reviews.
Oh no!
What is he? Is he reading any of them?
They were just terrible. Like, this is hard, and it wasn't like fans of this show or anything.
I think
there was one girl was like, "This is terrible," and I was a Stern fan.
I think our pal Luigi Greenberg has been doing this on Twitter, where he's screenshotting reviews of John's podcast.
Oh yeah,
Brutal.
and they're phenomenal. They're just brutal.
I was a fan, but I don't know what he thinks. The first 5 minutes, he's going to grab the people by telling how good he is,
Right.
and how bad we are.
The absolute podcast. Okay.
One of the absolute worst podcast.
Wait a minute. Did she like
unlistenable.
Oh, there you go. Happy to hear you back on, bro.
It's not that bad.
Yeah, but
I'll listen for
It's a
sure.
little rough around the edges.
A little rough around the edges.
I've never seen a review. It's a little rough around the edges.
He sounds like he hasn't listened to it yet.
A little rough around the edges, like the hole in the USS Arizona.
No, you're right.
A little rough.
Yeah, like the fucking iceberg chair.
In the Titanic.
Happy to hear you're back. Yeah, it's the guys. The guys giving 5 stars. The idea of him getting a podcast.
Conceptually, he's on board.
Look, I'm 5 stars to John getting a podcast. No stars to the podcast.
Recent fallout with Artie Lang, but John is still just wild and all right.
I hope it works out.
Hope it works out. That's someone that started a podcast or has terminal cancer.
Yeah.
I hope it works out.
Yeah.
Something happens for you.
Worst bedside manner doctor ever. Listen, I hope this works out.
I think it's going to be a very influential podcast.
Yeah.
Yes.
I think it will inspire several other podcasts by John.
Ernie Kovacs podcast.
Yes.
Yeah. And
And,
the other podcast by John.
I
Yeah.
heard some scuttlebutt. You guys are actually changing the name of this show to Nudniks with Attitude.
Nudniks.
NWA show.
Nudniks with attitudes.
That's genius.
Easy E, by the way, joined a band in Hell. And it's the same NWA, but the A is different. The A is AIDS.
Oh my God, he must be mentally ill.
Hey, whose channel are we watching this from? Let's give him a plug there, Frog. Who is it?
So it's Don Chadha 1978. There's a link to go to the channel. He posts a lot of Kumia clips. It's a great channel. So go subscribe.
Thank you.
Must be mentally ill. The presumption that anyone would be interested in this has been, never was showbiz career is the only thing remotely laughable about his latest comedy podcast. All he does is complain about people who screwed him over.
Sound familiar, everybody?
Wow.
Well,
That review's from 2017.
Unfucking believable.
He took the ball and ran with it.
He really goes, oh yeah? I'll show you.
Yeah. Don't hold my beer.
I like it. 1 out of 1 listeners found this review helpful.
It's exhausting to listen to. He gripes. His gripes are so specific. You would actually need to be Stuttering John. Oh, this guy is great.
It's like that guy in the alley that time.
Oh, God. Bad, though. If you like hack jokes delivered with gusto by a passive-aggressive alcoholic, this show for you.
Why don't I just hang out with my dad?
I'm going to have to disagree with this so far.
I got to read the rest. This is great. I feel so bad for John's in-studio producer and his partners at Imagination Road. Who
Imagination Road.
Imagination Road.
Like Green Mile.
Hey, John, if you read this, answer the question. If your Senate run was all a joke, why do you have an active donate button on your Melendez Senate website? Wouldn't soliciting funds for a bogus election Senate bid be considered fraud? Wow. Maybe you're a born politician after all.
Yeah, John better be careful.
Yeah. One out of 1 listeners found this review helpful.
Yeah.
Beautiful. That's what I'm talking about. Oh my God. So good. So good. I mean, and
he brings so much joy to so many people.
Yeah. Inadvertently.
Yes.
John? Yeah, he does. Absolutely. We got a few minutes left of this that we're going to get into. Imagination load. Everyone forgets about that. He collected money and never ran for office. Wow. That is illegal, right, nerd?
That is highly illegal.
100%.
So, yes, I do.
Wow, that's interesting.
Mm-hmm.
Wonder how he wasn't called out on that ever. Or was he? I just was out of the loop. I didn't know. Artie has actually made me laugh out loud more than any other comic. Ant is probably tied with him. They're both brilliant, man.
Mm-hmm.
No denying that. That's why I love going back and watching these.
Yeah.
This is mini iPads for everyone. That's right. Yeah, he's like Mel Brooks in Blazing Saddles. He's just giving everybody a mini iPad around the table. So there's about 10 minutes left in this appearance. We'll watch till the wheels fall off. Let's go.
And before we start, I meant to mention it on the thing we were doing before, but John says something about his taxes where that's all taken care of now. So he did have some tax problems, which I think he always denied, didn't he?
No, well, he can deny it all he wants. People have sent me the documentation. Yeah. I just, I ain't going there.
No, but just
I will.
saying, well, go ahead.
I know you will.
Go ahead, Froggy. What?
No, I'm just saying. He's saying he would post them. He would.
I see.
It.
Well, no, not posted, but like he kind of admitted. He's like, "Oh, I got that taken care of."
Yeah.
So in other words, John might have been lying.
Can you believe it? Can you believe it, Bob? We got a surprise for you. Our pal, Who Can Forget This, made a song, and
really?
I want to play it for you before we get into this. Check this out. They're calling it the TSN song. The Shuli Network song. I like it. Ladies and gentlemen, who can forget this?
I don't do business with vegetables. I don't do business with vegetables. Broccoli. Super chat me. Bad enough. They bet my finger. Alpha K trans. Hook it in the ass. Alpha K trans. Thank you, sodomy. Alpha K trans. Hook it in the ass. Please fuck me. Let me know. Would you be okay marrying a man? Yes. He has no self-awareness.
That's good.
Zero. Sodomy. 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 I gotta edit that out now. Because this fucking asshole. Bam! Fucking hell! Bang! Fuck you! Fuck yeah!
I am not human. I am not from this earth. I am not from this atmosphere, you motherfuckers. I am a full working, jerking, dirking motherfucker. So fuck off. So fuck off. Squirrel!
Everything's about me, obviously. Because I work hard. Everything's about me, obviously. Well, I guess that didn't work. I know what I am. I come up with funny things. I know what I am. I was talking to a carrot. I know what I am. Arnie Gersbad. I know what I am. You are jelly. That is an act of violence. You fucking buck-toothed, club-footed prick. We've alert. That's gay. A real man doesn't care. Oh. He thinks he's so funny. This guy is fucking delusional. Come on now.
Semino. Semino. Semino.
I wipe my ass with $100.
He doesn't.
Love it. Love it. Who can forget this? Home run, buddy. Home run. Come on.
Outstanding.
Outstanding is right. All right, let's get back into this, folks. Thank you, everybody, for hanging and banging with us today.
Just
Let's
keep
go.
itching myself. Just too much. Like every time John comes on, I start getting itchy, and it's fucked up.
Yeah.
It's contagious, and it is fucked up. I'm with you. It's gross.
Sound.
Oh, my bad. Hold on.
Make up rules, write them down, because it takes time before you get to 2.
It's escalation.
Yes.
You go from 1 to 10, and it's like, and we're just nice enough to not say, "Don't mention that. Fuck you. You're a prick." Like you just
Doesn't look happy.
Well, they're talking about how John overreacts to ball busting, where they're just busting his balls, and he comes back with, "I'm glad your father's dead," or whatever the fuck he says,
Right. John's 3 beers in already.
That's just at that point.
Right.
Don't forget, this episode started with them bitching about all the beers he drank and didn't tip the production guys anything, and was insulted when it was brought up.
What is that?
This is
the scars of my
Garrett.
teen
When you
acne
told me-
makes you laugh.
How about when you told me that you had this job that I have? You told me it's a guarantee that you had
I
this
never said it was a guarantee. And
You got a nose hair there, by the way. Get a steak now.
Artie never forgets to tell the story of when
And
John.
look, he goes right to his nose.
Yeah. Well, because he said so. You got a nose here, get a steak knife, because that's what John did at a restaurant once.
Barber Smith from
at least there's something healthy hanging out of my fucking
Barber's fucking.
It's a steak.
Palm.
At least there's something healthy coming out of my nose already.
There's nothing
Not these days, pal. I'll tell you that. There's nothing healthy coming out of his nose these days.
healthy coming out of your mouth.
Artie. He just leans into him and then turns his face the other way. I love
He
it.
won't face him. Yeah, and that's just that's a brilliant fuck you to the guy.
Here we go, Artie.
Here we go. He's mad I made a joke.
The Ginsu can cut through this tin can
You did that.
and remove one of
Hey, Garrett,
John's nose
Find
hairs.
something in an auction?
Hey, Gary, just give me a close up, will you? Just no, I didn't need the beer. I just need a close up, but it's all right.
You can't hear. He can't hear your order over me. Them laughing at me.
In Japan, the hand can be used like a knife, but it can't cut John's nose hair.
The Ginsu.
The Ginsu.
This knife can cut a Michelob can. Not John's nose hair after a bunch of hummus.
See, this is, like I said, Anthony. This is what happened. And it's shut the fuck up for a second.
Whoa. Whoa.
Oh,
when I started doing the Anthony show, the 9 times that I have done it,
yes,
we were a mutual.
Who really counts? I mean, isn't that fucked up that you count how many times you're on a show?
Look at Artie's face when he says 9 times. Watch Artie's face.
Just shut the fuck up for a second.
When
I started doing the Anthony show, the 9 times that I have done it.
Yes.
We were a mutual
9
friend.
times.
The 9.
9.
We were
nine times.
Having a great time. There was every
Sure.
I told, like, I knew as soon as Artie became your host, co-host,
did the show.
Yeah, then it becomes just let's bash John.
It was not been a.
What it became.
Yes.
If you look,
It was let's be funnier than John.
Yeah. Here he goes with his Artie.
John,
You
how
did
dare
jokes.
Yeah, right.
How dare you say anything about my jokes? You've gone to like my father being a quadriplegic, me on heroin. The gates are open, dude. So I'm making fun of what? You're stuttering? If you didn't have a stutter, you'd be pumping gas in Massapequa.
I mean, come on. Come on. What are we talking about here?
He hasn't stuttered the whole show. You realize that, right?
Gino, please.
Wrong.
Just point that out.
God.
Look at
Oh, look at this young brash up and comer right here.
Okay, let's just go with Artie's premise.
Okay.
Now, there is no way in the world Artie could have written for Jay Leno because no, there's no way it would have happened.
That is so like Artie is a great writer, you know.
Of course he is. He's one of the quickest human beings alive.
Yeah, not on feet, but
no, not in a race. But I mean, as far as throwing bits out, yeah.
Oh, he's going to come back, and I have a feeling that John will take his anger not at 3 there because he's going to go at Gino. I have a feeling. Because he thinks he can win, but I think that'll backfire.
Well, backfire with anybody in that studio, even the cameraman,
even the cleaning lady.
Yeah.
The way I write jokes.
Possible. Pencil?
Possible.
What are you talking? John, in no way are you funnier than me at all. At all. On any level.
Here he goes.
Do you want to have another challenge of anything in the world?
Well, okay, I'll tell you what, Artie. Here's my challenge.
You'll cut your own notes.
Yeah, IQ test.
It's my challenge. And,
What is it?
All right, we're all witnessing it here today.
We'll do a roast battle. You and I.
A roast battle.
I mean,
my God.
He's been roasting you the second he showed up, and he was 40 minutes late, and he's been crushing.
He might as well just challenge it to a heroin snorting contest.
Yep.
You're talking about roasting a pepper?
We'll do it.
I already won.
Where we both craft our own jokes.
Craft.
Oh,
fucking who are you?
All back.
You already heard craft, not craft service. We'll both fucking do
What
our
have you been at
jokes.
craft service? You got to be in a movie first.
John
Now
can't take it. Look at him.
Yeah, John's going to take out his resume now.
Oh.
Yeah.
So we'll do.
It's like everything he says.
It's crazy.
I just won't show up when I win. Got his first joke.
Oh shit,
Anthony. So what
Artie's
will
so fat.
happen?
Yeah.
Artie's so fat.
Is that we will do a roast battle. Artie has to write his own jokes. You can't have fucking Frank Sebastiano do it. He's got to write his own jokes. I will write mine. We'll see who wins.
John, Alexander Hamilton wrote your joke. I toured with you. You did 4 seconds. Me and DePaulo had to do an hour each, and he splits the check. That's to taking a leak on Route 95.
And Anthony, that's when I started after 6 months. I mean, like he still remembers when I started.
John can't play an instrument, and he had a band, a rock and roll deal.
See, this is another fucking lie.
He's never been on the radio. He was the biggest radio show of all time.
Okay.
He's not a comedian. He
Here's
toured.
the truth. Just stop here.
I can't play this.
All right. See you next week.
That was so great if they ended the show right there.
I love the way Joe DeVito's just watching, like in amazement of this man talking.
And it shows what a professional Joe is, because he's not trying to crowbar in shit. He's not trying to go into business for himself. He's just letting the natural, organic nature of things happen. It's not easy to do. A lot of comics would fucking, race to get a joke in there.
Right. And it's amazing that you're watching this and you're thinking, you're looking at John and you go, wow, he could never get worse than this.
Little did we know. Am I right?
Was a trumpet player.
Wait.
Here. I can't play this.
All right. See you next week.
Scare yourself.
I was a trumpet player.
Did he say he was a trumpet player?
He took trumpet in high school, which he's rudimentary at best.
Another thing he blows at.
Yeah.
Well, you guys probably won't believe this, but I played trumpet as well. And one of the reasons why you won't believe it or give a shit about it is because I've never brought it up, ever. It's not a brag. It's not something you say in when you hit 50 that, I used to play trumpet in high school. The only time that should come up is if somebody from a stage hands you a trumpet. That's it. It's the only time that brag should come up.
I never got through my Bet DSI read, though, John. We got to take a break.
Anyway.
You know how the sponsors are.
So I don't have a rebuttal time?
Well, we go after this. Rebut. Get all your thoughts together. Have another beer, and I'll talk about Bet DSI. NFL football season, full swing right now, and college football at its peak. The NHL NBA every night. There's a game on, and it's the best time of year.
This isn't speeded up, by the way. Anthony just hates commercials.
That's how fast he is in comedy. It's amazing. It's amazing.
And then you get to rebut. Oh wait, Keith has something for us.
So Brian's here as well. So what we're thinking is we're going to move Gino. We're going to move Gino out.
I should go.
That's not the first time he's gotten bumped.
We're going to move Artie and John to the couch together.
Oh no!
I'll just leave.
No, stop it.
You don't have to leave.
I'll just leave.
Am I going to leave?
Let me just finish. What the hell?
Let him finish.
Oh, what the hell was
Go
that?
ahead. You were talking about the fuck. No, a roast battle.
Oh right.
No, there was something else we were talking about.
You were rebutting
Yeah.
something that Artie said.
Forgot what it was.
But now, see
The early
said it's a
stages,
roast
the early stages of wet brain there, folks.
No, there was something else we were talking about.
I think it was the roast battle that you were initially talking.
I got to write my own jokes.
Hey, Mike, what-
Stop for a second. According to Chaka here, that John played trumpet at elementary school.
Oh, I did it in high school because I was like, I'm tired of pussy. I wanna, scale back.
Yeah.
I want to meet some dudes.
Yeah, I want to have a woman check me out in a uniform, opening up my spit valve and letting it rain.
Something I was talking about. I can't remember now.
By the way, the crowd loves this part.
Yeah.
I was so enthralled.
Step over here and let us know.
Hey, whatever.
All
right, you're a kid from Denmark away from not being in show business. He's a first cousin. Who was a? Oh, you like doing this with John?
Sure.
You probably love you.
Good, yeah.
He's a fun guy, right?
Yeah. Denmark. It really
I agree.
does. That is like, I can't believe he's like actually part of your family.
Well, he's a nice kid.
Why?
Because he's very Aryan looking.
Half Danish.
He's half
Not
Danish.
drinking.
Talk about that.
He's not a mess. Yeah.
What's the hente?
You're a dick. What is it? I didn't say.
All I'm going to say is that, and I'm leaving. But no, I know. But all I'm
John's
gonna
used
say
to a
is-
producer kicking him out.
All I'm going to this is what I say. I started out as a host with Artie.
Small 5,000 watt radio station.
This is biography.
I worked my way up to a feature, and now I'm fucking headliner. So I mean, you bring jokes and shit from fucking.
You brought it up.
Oh, you always trash my comedy. You
I
don't
do
even-
not, John. I do
such a
not.
The only
baby.
time I've ever seen Artie take it to another level is after you've gone so far into like the really insulting territory.
John, I never said anything.
That's all, John.
You tell it. You talk about it.
All right, whatever.
Oh, look, he's at the all right, whatever phase. You know, you're not gonna be able to do that on the floor. there in fucking DC.
When are you doing
You can't just go, all right, whatever.
Are you going to replace
to argue your point?
to 6?
Yeah,
I don't agree with you. I mean, I think that if you're gonna start fucking beating somebody up, then
But
I'm
they're
gonna be
jokes. It's there's bus
You
balls
make
jokes.
fun of my kid. It's not joke.
No one made fun of your kid.
Come on, John.
Grillo did.
You know what? He's very upset that you even think that. Come on.
Who did he say? Hold on. He said somebody on Artie's show did.
They're jokes. There's bus
You
balls
make
jokes.
fun of my kid. It's not joke.
No one made fun of your kid.
Come on, John.
Grillo did.
You know what? He's very
Grillo. Steve Grillo did.
Steve Grillo.
Oh, his best friend.
Okay, this is interesting because for years, John would pin Artie. He would pin that on Artie for years. And everyone was saying that, listen to that episode, that it wasn't Artie that made those jokes. It was Grillo. So now here he is. He knows.
Right. He's saying it.
That it's Grillo, but he'll still pull that out and use it as an excuse to be a piece of shit for Artie. To Artie.
I think Grillo's his buddy.
What an ant. Not anymore. I don't think he talks to Grillo anymore.
Oh, really?
Yeah, I should text him and ask.
Yeah. Maybe we can hear that James Gandolfini story.
Oh, no, we don't want to hear that.
Maybe I won't text him. Let's just go with my gut. I'm going to say no.
He's very upset that you even think that. Come on, you know Grillo wouldn't do that. He would not do that, John. I wouldn't let him do it.
I listened to it already.
Yeah, but that doesn't mean he never said anything about your kid that was nasty at all.
Yes, and then you stopped.
The father like John isn't that.
But didn't Grillo, correct me if I'm wrong, but didn't Grillo do some of the jokes about John's kid that John does? Wasn't that the context of him talking about John's kids? I don't remember.
I'm
But,
not mentally like John. I don't remember.
John brought his cousin because he is not legally allowed to drive due to loss of his license, not because of booze, but because of back unpaid child support and alimony. Artie had a show and John wanted Grillo's part taken out, but Artie's producer didn't take it out. Earlier, Anthony even said, "Do you really think Artie is there editing the show?" That's right.
Yes, Grillo. Actually, he's very upset about you.
To put up with anything more.
And you stopped him, and then you even told me when you called me.
You know what he's like?
Look at Anthony's face jump with that.
Like John, isn't that enough abuse?
Actually, he's very upset
the kid
about
have
you.
to put up with anything more?
And you stopped him, and then you even told me when you called me.
Oh my
I
God.
gotta see Anthony's faces again.
And then you even told me when you called me.
You know what he's like? He's like Fredo. You know, Grillo is stupid.
When you called me, you said that, and you also said I should have edited it out. You apologized for it.
Yeah, I should have, but who
So
edits?
there we go.
But who edits?
Because it was
If you're talking about
perceived that
levels.
way.
So you put it to bed. It's over.
But if you're talking about levels,
Yeah, yeah.
The fact
if
that
you're
we're talking about this
levels,
at all.
That's way above anything I've said about Artie. You don't.
What are you going to hold it like the JDL?
My old man,
It's okay. This is
No, I'm saying.
John's
He's
never
so
forget.
angry right now.
Yeah. John stealing the never forget slogan.
It's first of all, I don't see it as being Artie's fault
I'm going to
at
give you
all.
their money back.
This is
No, I'm saying it's first of all, I don't see it as being Artie's fault
I'm going to give
at
you
all.
their money back.
I'm gonna give these fans their money back, he said.
He's already going to check his chicken.
Yeah, exactly.
He's giving people their money back.
Look at John. Oh, he's so pissed.
So angry.
It's just
Oh my God, that's fucking hilarious.
a god. What a god.
The best.
Oh.
It's like they signed up for a medical experiment.
I gave money back at a free show.
Anthony has been great.
Oh, John, are you really leaving?
Yeah,
Run
I
it
want to
again?
watch
What game?
you see in Pittsburgh.
What? Why do you like that game? You got to.
Antonio Brown and fantasy.
Oh, okay. So there you go.
All right.
You have fantasy
Tell
and
us
show
what job
business.
you use.
How do you have fantasy show business?
Oh.
It'll be funny here because
we can.
There's a guy in show business.
do it. We'll fucking do it one time.
All right, and we have
I'm gonna go.
Go on the couch.
we have a 2-minute clip of Brian and Artie. So we're gonna play
Just what I
that and
thought it
we'll
would
shuffle
be.
everybody around.
Oh, okay. Let's play that.
Wow.
Wow. A defeated John exiting Compound Media.
Beer in hand.
Because of fantasy football. Is that why he said?
No, that's
No.
I mean that's what he's saying.
Yeah,
but he wants to leave because he can't fight back with them.
Yeah.
He can't match wits with Artie or Joe or Anthony. Everybody
Anybody.
there,
That's why he leaves when anybody here comes on one of the shows.
100%, and that's us.
Yeah.
You
So
know?
much so that he'd rather go to a bar and pay for beer.
Yeah. How ironic. He had Antonio Brown. Both Antonio Brown and John ruined their careers. How fitting. You missed the sweaty armpit. Hold on. Hold your goddamn.
when
seen a
he's
little
up
of
like
that.
this, yeah.
Hold on.
Okay, when it's
It's like.
Oh, okay.
We need the visual.
Yeah, I'm
right.
coming.
Yeah,
I'm coming.
fantasy and
Let's
show
let Joe
business.
be incredibly funny here because
We can.
There's a guy in show business.
do it. We'll fucking do it one time.
All right, and we
Oh, no, it's
Oh,
way back. Wait, like, yeah, no.
look at that. Two
Oh, yeah.
completely different shades. He's soaked.
have
I'm
a
gonna go.
Go on the couch.
2-minute clip of
Good.
Brian and Artie. So we're gonna play that and we'll shuffle everybody around.
Oh, okay. Let's.
Oh, my God.
Oh,
So we're gonna
And
play
it's
that.
cold in that studio. It was cool in that studio.
get your life jacket on. I got to do a salute. Here we go.
Oh, okay.
Oh,
Let's
oh.
play that.
Oh, my God. Brutal.
I guess it's true that beer goes right through him.
It really does. Everything goes through him, apparently. Shit, blood, beer. I mean, what doesn't?
Talent.
What do you got here? Oh, okay. We'll play a little bit of this since we finished that package earlier today. Let me get this ready.
Let's see.
Read some super chats. Go ahead.
Super chats, please.
It's a paywall show. They're on.
We
it.
know
Make
that.
some
We're
up.
joking. You
Make some
fucking-
up anyway. You know they're all
My
fake.
God, he's such a fucking pain in the ass.
You
It
really?
is fascinating. It's almost like a Richard Attenborough thing where you're watching John in his before it's pre whatever's happening to him now and where he was almost normal.
This I agree with. Read that, Mike, because that's about you.
Mike claims to be a liberal, but called John's pants knickers pants.
Yep.
Knickers, please.
Yep.
Mm-hmm.
He did. I said no such thing. Not spittle. I'm fucked up in some bar, and I'm grateful for this show. To the Rico community, thank you. I barely have friends because I live in a truck 8 to 10 months out of the year. I appreciate you all. You got us, brother. It's all you need. Don't fucking sweat it, man. We're here.
Let
We're
John
here.
sweat it.
Yeah. Let John sweat.
Hey,
We're
Shuli,
here. We're queer. What?
look at this.
Please
I like this idea.
All right, let's watch 10 minutes of this. This is
Okay.
and we'll check in on him.
You
What do
think he's
say?
going to come on at 6:30? You're out of your fucking mind.
If Vince is involved, yeah.
Oh, okay, good point.
He's still going to be late.
But something tells me it's not like John will invite Vince in the studio and then he'll hit go live. Everything happens once he hits go live. So just keep me posted there, Froggy. Let me know.
Hey, everybody! How are ya? Happy Thanksgiving. Yes, this is cash grab giving for me.
Why don't you open that before you start the show? Why don't you drink it before you start the show?
Thanksgiving. I just got done watching the fucking Packers beat the Lions.
The Hackers.
And,
Oh my God! How long is this going to take for him to open this fucking thing? And let's remind everyone out there that this guy calls all of us losers,
Mm-hmm.
and this is Thanksgiving. This is what he's doing on Thanksgiving.
Wow!
He's streaming, trying to open a bottle of Slim Fast.
Now up next we have,
and the bottle is winning.
And that's where the fingernail came from because he's opening those. Yeah.
Oh yeah.
Oh.
Commanders versus the Cowboys.
I have a lawsuit against Slim Fast for what they did to my nail.
And I'll hopefully be able to watch a little bit with you. Oh, this really seems to irritate people.
What? You're that? Look at his finger. Looks sad. His finger looks like it's down in the dumps. What happened, pal?
It looks like it melted. It's like a candle, like, you know, and somebody blew it out, and then he's gonna light it again.
Mike, dude, it seems to me your finger looks like a candle in the wind.
But look at it. It looks like a thumb is there, and there's another finger over there. How does that happen?
It does. That's wild. Look at that. It looks like two of the same finger.
He's got the finger there, and there's a finger there. Opposite the two fingers. You don't know where they come from.
My dad was dying on Thanksgiving. Fuck pilgrims and stuttering John. You calm the fuck down, asshole.
On Reddit, so I'm gonna do what they don't like, and the first thing is Skål.
That's a meal he's chugging.
Breakfast of Champions.
Dandruff of champions.
Those perky tits out there, son.
Extra wrinkly today. Oh, Mr. Spock, you're still here. I keep blocking you. I don't know why you're still here. Mason in Portland, my man. Clay Dabler, my man. Stuttering John Clips. Malibu Comic Book. Snack Time.
Whoa, get in there deep, motherfucker.
He got in so deep he picked something out of his tooth. He knocked something out of this tooth. Watch that again.
Malibu Comic Book. Snack Time. The pub's closed today. But I had a great time last night hanging out with my brah, Brian Karam.
You should have put it on.
So I know he had mentioned that he was hanging with his kid Thanksgiving, I thought.
Well, so the Packer Lions game was at 12:30 Eastern, so there it would have been 9:30, right?
Right.
So and it was over by this time, so it had to be, at least.
Does he, Frog? Does he mention going out with his kid?
I don't think so. The next, he may in this one, but the next day he talked about how he was at a friend from the pub's house. Remember?
Oh, right.
So if he did go out with his kid, it was earlier in the day.
Yeah,
but this is earlier in the day. This is like
right.
1:30.
Smoking hash. Bob's right.
Oh, right.
He was talking about smoking hash. Listen, I'm telling you, this family, God bless them. I'm sure they tried, but they've washed their hands of this guy.
Because this has to be 1:30 at least, because it was the game is over and it's going to be 3 hours, right?
Yeah.
So say 1:00 to be conservative, and he's in his breakfast 1:00.
Yep.
And his wonderful wife, and it's so funny. I post a picture of Brian and
the other person that was there. Holy shit.
Jess says, I bet his doctor told him he had to get some sort of Ensure vitamin drink since he's not eating because he can't keep food down. Dummy picked up Slim Fast.
No.
That sounds like a total John move.
Mm-hmm.
A pub. Now, and I just said, hanging with my buddy, Brian Karam. Now, why, didn't I mention his wife? Because God forbid, if I do, then you're all going to go, why are you doxing her?
Well, you don't have to say her name.
Saying somebody's married or saying this is his wife in the picture is not saying the person's name or leaving up a super chat with somebody's address.
Or the name of the person that he was smoking hash with.
Yeah. First and last.
And I like Brian too much to fucking do that. And
Yet.
He had a great time. Oh, and for all those other assholes. Oh, John, did Brian pay? No, I paid. My bill was like $100. Yeah, But I
Why
went
do you
my
have to say
years,
this? Like, why do you have to let people know that you paid? Like, it doesn't make any sense.
It does when you don't pay most of the time, and people have called you out on it. So he's now trying to control the narrative, and so he's letting you know before you accuse him of not paying, he already paid.
You see, and I fucking paid. He was getting his bourbon. He was getting Jameson. His wife was getting, I think, vodka.
Now he's doxing their orders.
And either way, I paid the entire bill.
Now,
I don't believe him. I don't believe him because look at his eyes. When look at that face. First of all, I mean, that is
yeah. See, Rocky's man. Yeah,
Mount Rushmore, a moron right there. But look at his eyes when he said he paid the whole bill. Watch what happened.
I paid the entire bill.
You see how he's looking away now? He's not making eye contact with the camera, which is what he was doing. Like, how is it? I went back to the same exact spot and he has a completely different face on.
But he says that Brian had Jameson and bourbon.
Yeah.
Are they really going to mix? I don't think they're going to mix. He's going to have one or the other.
But Brian seems like a professional drinker to me.
Yeah.
I don't see
bourbon. All bourbon. It's all bourbon, right?
No. Jameson's whiskey, isn't it?
It's not like vagina, Bob. Don't be.
Can somebody get a gun and shoot water in his mouth?
I see a balloon come out of that hair of his.
I paid the entire bill. Star, first. Wow, member for 4 months.
Did he just burp into his hand?
Yeah, he got the instrument ready. He got
first. Wow, member for 4 months. Thank you. Delta Zero. Double story, you're a fucking dick.
That rolled off his tongue.
Wow, he really hammered him.
Fuck yeah.
I know.
And you know, this is what I wanted to say to people. Wait, I just see a nice Spectre. Thank you for the $20. Happy Thanksgiving, John.
He's got to get that tuned up, man. It's like his guitar.
Thank you very much, and I appreciate it. Look,
I'm impressed. Nothing's leaking out of him so far. He's done 2 trumpets. Uh-oh, he's winded.
I'm not saying, look, I mean, we all do this, hopefully, to make money. I'm not going to sit fucking here talking. You want to make some money,
Why? I thought you're rich. You don't need this. I thought you don't need the money. You don't do it for the money.
Have some monetary reason to do this stuff.
It shouldn't take you 3 swigs to finish your meal. You know what I mean?
And I know you think I don't prepare. Oh, trust me. I'm going to play you the worst Tony Michaels impression on Snaggletooth's. You know what I'm talking about, right?
No.
Here we go.
On his show. It's so lame.
Speaking of lame.
Watch him laugh.
It's like
even he's
tired of it.
Really? He thinks that he can goof on me? You out of your fucking mind?
That's not really him, John.
You're so lame-o.
So lame-o.
And then, well, of course, there's other things that we're going to play. First of all,
he doesn't know the other things because he hasn't scrolled Reddit yet to look what other things are on there.
Bob Levy. This is the best.
Oh. I know him.
What?
Whoa.
Bring it, fucker. Yeah, there you go.
Damn it, that pisses me off.
And the cap, here's what's crazy. The cap's just sitting there on the table.
Yeah.
Bob Levy.
Mm-hmm.
And the shitwayer.
Mm-hmm.
And Silent Mike Bowling Pin Morse.
Hey, that's up.
Yeah.
I can't live with that.
They did 3 shows.
Go ahead.
On my fucking, I don't know how many boogers.
What?
What the fuck? Another thing you never should say.
But the fact that you don't know if they're telling you the truth or not is a problem.
Did 3 shows on my fucking. I don't know how many. They decided to do 3 shows on my drinking show with me, Joey C, and Dave.
Wrong again.
That is
It wasn't-
fucking bullshit.
Yeah. What's wrong?
We did 8 shows on that episode.
Yeah, thank you. There were 8 glorious episodes of that mess of a stream you did. So yeah, he's wrong again.
3 shows. Oh, John can't handle his alcohol. John can't do this. John can't do that. Last night, Bob Levy puked.
I told you these idiots would believe it.
I know,
It's
he did.
amazing how they take the bait.
He told me before he goes on, he goes, at some point I'm gonna fake vomit on the show. And I'm like, all right, good luck. I'm thinking, how do you fake that? And he's
No,
like,
it was iced tea. I wasn't drinking that night.
right. He did it. It was brilliant.
Okay.
And you know what an insult that is to John, someone who can't hold their liquor. Oh,
You waste the liquor like that. He would have drank it out of my mouth.
Yeah, you're gonna finish that.
Now, when I was doing my show with Dave and Joey, we were drinking. We were fucking, I was, indulging in some gummies,
You were fucked. Oh, and high.
but I could fucking hold my own.
yeah. You didn't look sloppy at all.
Because nobody,
Mason Blood.
nobody holds it for him.
Yeah, that's a drop of him saying Mason in Portland.
Paternal
That was thanks for the
show
two
right
guys.
after it, totally sober. I was totally sober.
Oh, the next show? Yeah. We were doing a show right after that. We did a
Yeah.
recap.
Tour. But then you see this fucking Bob Levy. Kenneth, there you go. Bob puked all over like an alcoholic infant. And this is what I'm saying. These guys, they sit and they fucking comment on me, and then they are guilty of everything they say about me. It's all projection, folks.
What are you looking at? A projector? What? Like what? Is there a chopper flying in? What the fuck is on the ceiling?
I'm not ready to go yet. I got more beer to drink.
Elizabeth?
Look, guess who's late for his 6:30 show? Thank you, Ray.
Is he late? He's not on yet?
Not
That's
yet.
Of course not.
Fucking projection. And the shit where he's sitting there. Oh, I got something to play of him too. This guy is he's such a fucking loser. It's not funny.
Just like your show.
And
Yeah, I mean, it's not funny because he can't think of a joke. That's why it's not funny.
Hey Vince, if you're watching, and by the way, Vincent and Bessie want to say,
Oh, please, Johnson. He's watching you and won't go on if you're on. I mean, I will do a protest and I will stay on all night.
Yes.
Shut up.
Happy Thanksgiving to his daughters Devin and Alexander. But Vince,
Excuse me, counselor?
there was something I wanted to say to you. Oh, okay.
Here we go. A cylinder fired in there, right?
Look at his little finger, the pinky finger on the right
Pinky's
hand. That's going too.
The pinky's going rogue. It's going rogue. It's out of here.
Now I have from a pretty good source that Muttering J is
Dr. J.
Cardiff Electric.
Cardiff Electric.
Oh my God.
Just crack the code.
He is the dumbest human being. He really is.
There he goes. Wait till his intro ends, but he's live.
Working on how they write. Thanks to
Hold on. Let me get this ready. Let me switch over to Idiot Vision.
Hey, Shuli.
Uh-huh.
You want to flip this bad boy public if we're going to snipe him?
All right. Let's do it.
Hola.
Oh, we didn't miss anything.
A little Red Bull. A little pick me up. You see what I'm saying? All right.
Yeah, understandable. It's 3:30.
Very
She's
happy
exhausted.
to have my guest on today. I don't know.
I
Is he
got
my
my
friend?
favorite collar. Look at
Is
it.
he
Look
my
at the
enemy?
collar.
Is he my biggest troll? Is he evil? Is he a sociopath? Let's find out. Ladies and gentlemen, as you know, I've had a very off and on love-hate relationship with my next guest.
With my neck?
Shirt's the same color as the sheets.
But I do like his charm. He's charming enough
Yeah.
that I keep on becoming Charlie Brown to his.
Look, Roy's right. Look at the neck
Because
hair.
every
You can see it
time
right there. Look
I
at how
think
fucking deep
he's
it
my
is.
friend. They'll do a whole show about how Cape Coral's a piece of shit place to live.
Oh God! Look at it.
What the fuck
Oh,
is
there it
that?
goes. Oh!
I never know.
He lives there, people.
Yeah.
He has been very helpful to me in the past. And, we are from, my best friend is from Bethpage, all right? That's where Vince is from.
What a
And I'm from North Massapequa. We
boring
literally grew
fucking
up.
intro.
Okay, that's
5
a reason
minutes.
to like somebody.
So without further ado, ladies and gentlemen, please say hi to Vince the lawyer. How are you, Vince?
Good to see you, Johnny boy. Looking good.
Thank you, as are you. I hope you enjoyed my intro.
Beautiful intro. I would say answer that question, E, all of the above.
I knew you were going to say that. But
You put sociopath in there, right?
Yeah.
Okay, then all of the above.
Mason in Portland, first one here.
Look who's funny.
NB, Trick Taylor, Joe Weatherford, White Mojo Wolf. Facebook people, join this broadcast. You can support my page by sending stars, a digital gift that helps me earn money. Julie's wife's Crystals. I know you're very good friends with Julie, Vince. Kenneth Pogue. Do you troll Julie as much as you trolled me?
I don't troll Shuley. I mean, I'm just honest about my dislike for his humor. I did a whole show on it today.
Oh, did you?
Yeah, because they played a video of Phil Elmore doing karate and other type of self-defense. But Shuley kept interjecting with his jokes, and it ruined the whole video.
Let me tell you what he's mad. He's mad that I didn't send him the Phil Elmore video for him to analyze on his show. So hey, up your ass.
I swallow cum.
I'm an adult.
Sorry, where were we?
Is that what you get or no?
I don't get smugness. I agree with the unfunniness, but I don't think he's smug. He's a nice guy off the
that's a
show,
compliment.
friends behind the scenes, but in terms of his humor, I totally agree
There
with
goes
him.
enough of this healthy Red Bull.
Come on, let's go to YouTube. Let's go to YouTube.
We are on YouTube, aren't we, Frog?
Yep, we're public.
Oh, okay. I didn't know that.
Look, that was quick, Bob. You blinked and we were on YouTube.
I didn't know how we did it.
Fire up the super chat machine.
Objective. Sorry, my case of beer.
Case of beer.
Yeah, this is what I do.
There's a case of beer next to him, ladies and gentlemen.
Water here, but we do have a lot to cover because I went away for Thanksgiving and I was watching El Horrible's show, and in the middle of it, John, because I hit pause, I was in the shower actually at Foxwoods, and I hit pause, and then the show got removed.
Yeah.
So apparently he's claiming that you had issued a copyright strike, and everyone's asking me because I didn't even know what happened. So maybe you can give us some insight as to why you did it, and then we can talk about maybe.
Why? Because those are private videos. I mean, come on, Vince.
They're not.
When Devin and Alexandra get older, I mean, I don't know why these people since they know that I got thick skin, they attack my
everything.
And, it's like even the mob. You're an Italian, Vince. Even the mafia, they don't attack. They don't go after wives. And
They also don't wear shirts like that.
and
John.
and all the racist shit. It's just horse shit. And and I didn't deserve it. Look, if I say, hey, Ryan, that's not doxing anybody. There's a billion Ryans in the world. If I say, hey, Rocco, that's not doxing anybody. There's a billion fucking Roccos, especially. So I didn't do anything to deserve that. Do you know what I'm saying? And then Chad, he fucking
Hold on.
He
Breaking
also-
news. Breaking news.
Breaking news.
I don't know about
Hello?
Yeah, they're on right now.
Are they?
Oh,
Are they on right now, Eric?
Yeah, they are.
Vince and John together?
Yeah, they're live right now.
Oh, fuck, dude. All right.
Today?
Today, Eric?
It's live right now.
All right. Don't yell at me. All right. I'm going to tell everybody. Did you hear? He said, like,
You think we should snipe them?
people have done.
We are.
And it's wrong because my kids didn't choose to be in the spotlight. If Devin and Alexandra,
well, it's a good thing you didn't put them there over and over again,
I
John.
think you didn't put their picture on television.
didn't say shit about it.
$300.
But
Yeah.
if they don't, it's really lame that all these people seem to feel. And if you have guys like Carla and fucking and Moonhead,
Whoa.
you know, who don't have children, they don't have a problem with it because they don't understand what it means to be a father. But Vince, you do. You understand what it means to be a father.
In all fairness, Vince is barely around those kids. He's watching this shit nonstop.
And Vince played that
And-
video.
Yeah, exactly.
You know, and you know I'm a good father. But when you have this puppet who's hiding behind a fucking puppet and then has
A puppet
the
behind a puppet.
A puppet behind a puppet.
That's deep
behind-
cover. That is deep cover, man.
This is getting wild.
Fuck you, Vince. We're from fucking Long fucking Island.
Okay.
And you know what would happen, Vince, and you and I have discussed this before. If the shit that fucking puppet was saying said that to me in fucking North Massapequa, you know what would happen to him.
If I ever caught that puppet on the street,
I'd take the stuffing out of him.
I listened to him threatening a puppet.
He
Don't
was
get me
threatening
on
a
Sesame
potato
Street.
last
I will
week.
kick some ass.
Yeah.
But no, Vince, I just think, you know what? Attack me. Go ahead. Fucking take out all your fucking anger on me. You already got me fired from school. You already got my gigs canceled. Take your fucking anger out on me. But don't start taking it out on my mother. Vince, do you know they still call my mother?
What do they
She's
call?
86
What do they call her?
years old.
Yeah, I didn't know that.
All right, Vince, is your mother still alive?
Yes.
Oh.
How would you feel?
What's her name?
If your mother
What's her number? Let's get
by
it out.
these assholes every fucking day, 2 to 10 times a day. Harass.
Yeah, I know. I know
2 to
that
10 times?
not so good. But John, we're talking about the video though. I took some time and went to Reddit and asked for questions, and they ranked like the highest questions. And they
I'm
pushed
not gonna like this.
Dabbleverse. You would hear the questions, and I'm going to ask a few as we go, just because I did get the notes from your production team about today's show, but I just want to deviate a little bit sometimes, like because everyone claims that you don't do any production behind the scenes, and I know that's the shtick that you use. Like you just come on and do no preparation, but I know because one, I've started with you and all the preparation that you do, and they don't even
Faux New York. Tough John is the worst.
you have a team behind you. Also, so like I have it here, John. The questions
Why are you so focused? See, Vince, this is what you do all the time.
See?
And this is why Carl says control. I don't want to talk about my kids. So let's
See,
just
here's
take
this,
this out.
I've done. We do the Back to the Habitat episodes with Vince, and he'll have questions from trolls for me to answer, and I answer them. John can't.
I'm not here to troll you. I want to make this. I want to.
I don't know. I have better things to talk about. Like what happened between you and Phil Elmore?
Well, I had.
Don't go
brought Phil
down
into
this
the
road,
Dabbleverse
Vince.
because I
Stay
said I
on
liked his
topic.
voice. Now, I was wrong on his personality. I thought he was like this joke.
Even the mob doesn't go after adults that have parents. And Stuttering John is a Spaniard from New York, so he's tough right before and after he calls the cops. New York equals tough.
But it turns out
This would be a good time to strike John. I also found an entire bag of bed parts that you threw over the fence and landed in my yard. That's Bob's neighbor. Wendy's cat. Stuttering John, if you want to barter for your Tonight Show watch, I've got a bag with 4 miscellaneous buttons in it. But that's as high as I'll go.
It's a good deal.
for whatever reason, when you went on and you said that
Does Vince look like a Fraggle? 100%.
Debatable, but apparently someone put in a super chat for him.
Suck my dick.
Thank you, Toto.
And he flipped the fuck
I'm
out.
gonna get loaded.
And the drive to New York City, where my kids live.
Oh,
and where
so
I live.
somebody came in because somebody came in my chat as Patrick Lewinsky. Now, and said I'm the potato. Now, I don't know if that's true, Vince, but I don't read the super chats. I just put it up.
But just to make sure, I keep saying the first and last name over and over again.
If it goes off on me, how? I don't fucking know. So, but this guy Elmore, he's saying that you attacked his brother or something.
No, I didn't text, brother. I was sleeping, and someone sent in a super chat that actually was negative towards me. I don't want to make it about this show about that.
Thank you.
But he flipped out because he saw his brother's picture and his brother's name. There was nothing that was nefarious except that
Vince was sleeping, yet he was sending in super chats right prior to the one that Phil freaked out about. But he was sleeping.
Okay.
So I don't want to really push.
He was in the shower. It was Thanksgiving.
Also, that microphone looks how little is he? That SM7B looks enormous compared to him.
He's a tiny guy. He's in a pocket right now. He's not even at a desk.
And I forgave him in my mind. But he won't even, John, if someone even mentions me, he won't even do anything. He won't say it. He won't ever reference me. So,
hey, Vince, how do you respond to this? Vince the lawyer has been trolling you for years. He's mutual, Jay.
They're saying it's Muttering Jay. Now, you and I have spoken about the identity of Muttering Jay. We think we know who it is. We have pretty good confirmation. I know that I'm not Muttering Jay, whether people want to believe that.
Everybody thinks it's you. My friends say it's you.
Wow.
Julie told me or showed me a lot of negative shit he said about me like 6 months ago or 7 months ago. I mean, that doesn't disprove that it's not me, but it was pretty bad what he was saying.
I was trying to get a read off of him, I was trying to show him a hand and see how he reacts.
But wouldn't that be Vince? Come on, you're smart enough to, if you want to conceal that you are in fact Muttering Jay, you would correct yourself just to keep the facade up, if you will.
Totally. And I'll put this out there. I'll give $100,000 if anyone shows that I am Muttering Jay or that I'm even on Twitter, but specifically Muttering Jay. I am not Muttering Jay, and it's just not my thing.
Daily Smelling, because I do want to. This is one of the main things that I did want to talk to you about, Vince.
Put a link out, Joe.
Because I really
did retweet it.
Mention is in order because Daily Smelly says, first of all, thanks for the 2 bucks. Casey said he could take you in boxing. What do you think? No, I don't think he can. But Vince, that's not the issue. I was watching his show, man. He's definitely either using,
he's avoiding,
drinking,
he's deflecting Vince's questions. Hold on.
Came on with Red.
I'm texting Vince right now. Here you fucking.
Tell him to ask Vince about the fight. I want to fight him. Tell Vince to ask him about it.
Hey, I'm going to tell him he looks like the top of a wedding cake. All right, that's what I'm going to tell him. Vince,
the top of a cupcake.
Stop. Stop letting him deflect. Ask him the questions and get back on top of the cupcake. Tiny
dancer.
Tiny dancer. Thank you.
Hold me close now, Vince the lawyer.
It auto-corrected to the N-word. I don't know why. Does your phone do that? Or is it just mine?
Well, Bob said to that.
Can I take a guess?
Yeah, I mean, we're just speculating, obviously.
Yeah, this is a speculation. His father was a gym teacher. Something tells me, and maybe you could. Vince. I never had. Hold on, I got a fourth. Just fucking got to go to the Mac store, man.
Hey, just
this quick.
You know what? Just keep saying it for another week, John. Maybe it'll fix itself.
Literally has said that every day for the last 3 weeks.
On Dabbleverse, I know they ranked them up at the top, and I'll keep away for the ones for the kids. But he did say, the first one, what do you accomplish during the 22 hours a day that you're not podcasting? And it's a good question because I don't really know what John does during the day, and I'm sure he does a lot, but I will ask him about that. But John and I, when we first started,
I'm sorry. I don't know what this means, Shannon Duffin. Vince takes Chinese HGH with weak testosterone.
Yeah, they follow me around with that, saying that just because I can lift a lot of weight, that I take some sort of steroids.
All right. Anyway, so getting back. All right. That's where we've been, Scott.
Well, with Casey and John and I, we filmed a intervention sort of to Casey, and John was very sincere in saying that, Casey, if you ever really
he's got to get off Casey and get back to the question.
Bullshit. But if you are at that point where you think you may harm yourself, here's my number. Call me, no matter what has happened in the past.
Yeah,
and it was very sincere. I don't mind if you Vince. I don't mind if you play that on the fucking show. I don't mind, because then people can see who the real me is. Because I am a caring guy. You know I am. I was legitimately concerned about him, just like
somebody super chat him that producer Joe, a fight with producer Joe, 10 grand, winner take all.
Like you and your kid.
MMA rules, producer Joe versus John, 10 grand, winner take all.
By singing them happy birthday. No, I'm a father.
Let's take this fucking show over. Vince is tanking this fucking thing. Come on.
Wouldn't I do something nice for children?
It was awesome, and Carl doesn't.
What would happen if he said that to our faces in Long Island? I mean, he could hide behind his panel basement, but if he ever fucking said that in person to me, he knows. Well, he doesn't know, but you and I both know.
Are you threatening him again?
Yeah. We're fucking, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah, and I'll say that Johnstown was a lot rougher than mine, and ours
Johnstown.
Yeah, Johnstown. Well, Johnstown, another tragedy.
It was rough. You guys came.
We didn't have a housekeeper, and let me tell you.
Wow, you didn't have a housekeeper.
As a stuttering Puerto Rican, okay.
Yeah, we know. That's why you went and ran and got your sister every time somebody wanted to fight you.
The other 22 hours in the day when you're not podcasting.
Oh, great. He asked him.
The other 22 hours, I'm learning Spanish. I just got my headshots done. I'm going on auditions.
No,
I help people out. I don't have to say how.
I help people out.
And
what a load of bullshit.
If I would tell you off the air the charitable work that I'm doing, and it's extensive, and I do it
because it's not like John to brag about things.
But here's how you know he's the biggest bullshitter ever, because anything remotely decent or good that he would do for somebody, he would lead the show with it. He wouldn't shut the fuck up about it. So now you're telling me you donate all this shit to charity, but you want to talk about it off the air? Get the fuck out of here.
And he wants to sell the watch.
Yeah. And 10 minutes ago, we all do this for money, right?
I like it. And that's why these assholes who all attack me don't understand that I like to help people. And I think Vince, from our private conversations, I think that I do.
I know what you're saying is 100% accurate. The next one asks about the actual ownership of the copyright, John, for that video.
Yes.
It says, does John have the transfer of copyright ownership in writing from the individual who filmed the wedding speeches? Can he produce it on the show with you? And then he says, also, Vince, you're a dead-eyed sociopath.
Yeah, I can smell a Vince question a mile away. Vince wrote that motherfucker.
I do own the copyright, and I'm not fucking showing it.
Of course, you know.
To anybody.
He doesn't know.
Yeah, and you don't have to show it at all. Carla was saying today, well, I don't know if John has the right to transfer.
You don't think my ex? First of all, I was on the phone with my ex for an hour today. Okay, you don't think that she's asking me? Like, you don't think that she gave me all the rights and said, get this fucking shit down?
So his ex-wife has that video copyrighted, is what we're led to believe then.
There's no fucking way.
He posted it on Facebook.
There's no way.
You don't think she gave me everything I need? Please.
He's like Michael Scott with bankruptcy. He's like, I declare bankruptcy. You don't just go, just give me that, would you?
This is mine.
Please the omelets. Thanks for $2. Hey, Julie and Bob and Mike. Skull. I mean, they were saying horrible things about her husband on there. And this is a fucking guy with a puppet. And
I'll take it from normal people, but not a puppet.
Not a puppet.
There are minors in that video. And that's against YouTube anyway.
Well, you have minors in your hard drive, dude. According to your words, you have pictures of my kids, 13 and 9, in your hard drive. You fucking creep.
Not necessarily, John, but who
oh, yes, saying? I got a video taken down because I had my kids in it. Spectre and S5 are
had your kids in it?
I don't even believe he talked to his wife. What do you think of that?
Yeah.
I don't even believe that. I think they've all had it with him.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, and she's not going to be on the phone with him for an hour.
Yeah.
No.
Because he's busy doing the charity stuff.
Yeah, and research for the show.
Yeah.
Setting in with the rum and coke. Scola! Come on, Vince.
Scola, Johnny boy. So
where are you now? Are you home or at the office?
no, I'm still in the office here waiting for you. And by the way, you were
I've been to his office. That view, that ain't his office view. Trust me. Trust me.
5 minutes late. Coach Armstrong used to say, if you're not early, you're late.
Oh, shit. One and only B. Dabbler. We're going to definitely find out if he owns the copyright. We're fighting this drunk ex-wife stalker. Good. You should.
Good for you.
And you have our support. Whatever you need. Get on Patreon. Set up a Patreon, brother.
And you were 5 minutes late today.
Vince, that gets us back to speculating about
Speculating.
Yeah, correct. You had Casey.
I think Eric's behind a little bit. He just texted me, John froze. So I think he's a little behind.
TWO.
As a wrestling coach, something tells me that he was very, very strict with Casey. And something tells me,
Wow, that's no. Casey said that
know.
for years.
That's what I'm saying. I'm jumping to the line.
Vince, do you know who Carl is? Vince?
Of course.
Carl?
Carl, yeah.
No, I don't know if you know him.
Watch him laugh. He's gonna laugh now.
I know that irritates the shit out of me.
John, whenever you play that, wherever I am, I'm laughing. It's the funniest thing ever.
He's such a good troll.
I know you're a lawyer, but stop lying.
They can't.
But,
It's in their blood.
Yeah,
They can't.
now tell me your opinion of this. He seems, I don't know why this guy's saying, hey, Bob, or Shirley, or whatever. I guess everyone's watching because they all watch me then. Isn't that funny?
Everybody it's not funny. What? John, their entire universe revolves around you. Their income, their mortgage payments revolve around you.
Vince,
really.
If only John's income revolved around him.
But I don't want to forget.
How does that finger get more crooked every day?
Funny call, kids. All right. I love you, and I know you weren't being a troll. You were stating just fucking facts. But when you went on Chili's show with fucking Silent Mike and fucking Barbara, and you said to all of them, guys, John has achieved more in his life than you three have ever will or have ever done or ever will. And they were all like silent.
No, we weren't.
Silent Mike was doubly silent. And I'm sitting there going, yeah, Vince.
Yeah, look at me now. Look at me now.
Yeah. Was that before or after Vince said that he was a narcissist?
Exactly.
Let me ask you, don't those guys know it?
Yeah, they know it. But look, John, that's the past. They have to do whatever they can now to make money, right? And this is what they're doing. I don't love the show in the morning. I am friends with them, but I don't love their product.
Yeah.
That's why he's never in the chat promoting his piece of shit.
African American, and I respect that. Now, Vince, so I'm not even reading Trust No Surely, the whole of course. Oh, see, these idiot things.
Don't worry about those things. YouTube's not strict like that.
No.
Yeah,
Vince,
listen to Vince.
So Lady Kmart goes, well, John, if you stop getting mad about people goofing on your kids, maybe they would stop. Now, true, I get his point.
But I don't care.
I also have to be protectful of my children, no?
No.
Well, no, because there's no such word.
They're so smart, they don't need your protection at all right now. I know your kids. I know their academic and I know their personality. They don't need you to protect them in this way. But if you want to, it's the right. But, John, now what are you going to say when they say that the video was transformative, that they were just commenting on the video?
It's a private video, and it's copyrighted, and no, I don't give them permission to use it.
But again,
thanks for $2.
That's not your call, stupid.
Right.
Oh, IMDb for not updating your page since 2013. Let's see, what part of your kids trashing you? It's trashing them. Stop making stuff up. Oh no, all the comments were all and fucking all kind of racist shit and everything else.
John, hold on.
And anti-trans stuff. But I don't want to get into it. You know,
You
director.
said on a show though, you called Aaron a
did
dick.
you know Phil and Zen are? I don't care.
Hey, I'm talking. You called Aaron a dick on a show. That was your quote. And it seemed like you had some anger towards him. It was a black dude that was interviewing you. No, it's out there. Was there ever a time when
was interviewing me?
Yeah, it's on video too.
Oh,
Was
yeah,
there
and
ever
I'm not kidding around.
Alonzo.
No,
Bowden.
not at all.
Yeah.
And you actually talking about, and he goes, dude, why are you mad? At least he's going to take over your child support. He didn't know the details that Aaron wasn't going to take over the support, or at least marital support. Was there ever a time though that you and Aaron were on the outs?
No, it's been very
Oh,
amicable.
Here comes the hives.
At my daughter's college graduation.
What?
No animosity. When I was on the phone with my
look at his sweat.
I mean, we
Yeah.
both
He's
there.
cuddling.
Look at that.
I'm not going to say that I never said that, but I was, even though it didn't sound like I was kidding, I'm sure I was probably just saying because he's stepping my fucking wife, my former wife. I don't know, but I don't have
It's
any
not your
problem.
wife,
with it.
John.
I'm glad that he's been good to my kids. Look, Vince, you haven't been divorced, but I'd rather have a good guy than a fucking complete fucking asshole.
Yeah, so would she. That's what that's what happened.
And I just did all of my kids, and
She followed that game plan perfectly, John.
right?
Roy?
Yeah, Roy. His ex, Karen, she got married to a guy named Steve. And
who's he doxing now?
And and Steve is her stepdad. Now, it's okay for kids to love both the biological father and their stepfather. I mean, it's not unheard of. And I really, I don't have a problem with it. Like, it was better for the kids that Suzanne and I weren't together. Penny Wrinkle, thanks for the $2.
It was better for the kids.
An accident. Like Joey C. doxed me on accident. That's just an accident. And I apologize profusely about
It's
that.
old news. You didn't intend to do it. It's lame. I've never really seen cases where doxing a name of someone that's public or even a number by accident.
Great question.
Someone tell him I want to fight him.
Yeah, somebody tell
Hey,
him.
this is what I mean. I don't care. Hey, Penny Wrinkle, even for $2, school fired you because you act like a drunk on the web. Cool.
Mm-hmm.
Dick and John, I think your sniping drove Casey off the internet. Oh, why? Is he gone now, Vince?
I don't know. I've been out of the universe for the last 3 days.
Hey, Vince, thank you for Eli, the people's guy.
Thank you. That's one of the people that we work with, one of the channels.
Well, that's okay. I got to tell you something, Vince. And I like you, right? Like, and Carl and all the guys. Oh, Vince doesn't like John. Vince hates John. I don't believe that to be true.
I've never said that. I tell him all the time that not only do I like
Let me explain this to you, John. He doesn't hate you. Who's the other people from the show that Vince hangs out with? High Pitch Eric.
Mm-hmm. Right.
Right? So much that he installed equipment in High Pitch. He helped High Pitch Eric with the show. Why? Because he sees that he's a whack packer and a potential gold mine. And it's the same exact way he looks at you as you wipe your nose with your hand over and over again.
I think that I'm just being a little cut because there's a lot going on. Susanna is very, very, very angry right now about this, because it's just getting to be too much. And
wait, she's mad that people are posting the video that she posted on
all that, and it's getting too much. We were on the phone for an hour today. She's had enough because they don't only attack me now. It's draining over to her.
Yeah,
and she doesn't need this shit. And and it's just lame for people to attack my mom, my ex-wife, and my children. And what's so funny, Vince? I went to Reddit just briefly. Today I don't normally go on there.
Never goes.
But
he had a show the other day where he was trying to sign in for 10 minutes to Reddit, couldn't get it to work.
I'll tell you, like it's like they're all like, well, John's a dick. John started all this. Vince, even when you and I were doing a show together, I didn't ask for any of this. Lady Kmart decided to just trash me.
No, Lady Kmart, forgive me, has a show where they highlight terrible podcasts. And you, my friend, made the cut. That's why you're there. That's why he continues to watch his podcast. Why doesn't he goof on our podcast?
Fuck Shuley. Fuck the Shuley Network and BS show. They can go suck an egg.
I mean, it's coming. It's coming. But right now, he's not.
That caught on. The shitway, who's never had an original idea in his life, decided to elaborate on it and do 18 billion shows about me. But never was I the guy that asked for it. I was like the fucking cult hero at a Stern show asking celebrities crazy questions. I didn't put this on me.
Cult hero.
Then suddenly, and I know it, like they're going to say, oh, John's playing the victim. No, because I didn't do anything to any of these people. Who are these people? I didn't know.
He is Michael Scott. He is Michael Scott. He's in the middle of this impassioned thing. Who are these people?
Hello, it's Michael Jackson. He. I was friends with Bob Levy. I didn't do anything, and then I tried
to fuck his girlfriend. You try to fuck a guy's wife for one time, and he fucking loses it on you. You ask a guy, "How's your chick's body?" and he's like, "What's wrong with you?"
Entertaining. I am out of the business of telling you what to do anymore. I realize that what you're doing is what needs to be done. I don't tell you how to act anymore. I think it's great. Let's go to the next question. Is it true?
John, that is Casey's shtick. He's not using it. I don't agree.
He has no shtick. Casey does not have any shtick
He's
whatsoever.
not smart enough. He's definitely not smart enough
What
to
a
have
pussy.
shtick. Why do you
Members
care about what these questions are? Why are you a slave to the Dabbleverse? Like, this is on Dabbles Anonymous?
Oh, yeah, no, I'm honestly, I actually asked people to ask questions for you because I was out of it for a little bit. And
Where
it
did
gives
you
us a
ask
little bit right on, if you go to Dabbleverse, whatever that,
Yeah, Dabbles Anonymous. So these are all people that hate me, and now you're going to be their surrogate and help
Just
them
fucking
to troll
deal with
me.
it,
Okay,
pussy.
got
They're
it.
not trolling, but you're tough enough to handle these questions. 'cause none of them
Exactly.
are that.
All right, NS5 RD, thanks for $5. John, please take members only off. That way you get more input from viewers and more super chats. What say you about that, Vince?
Yes, 100%. Do it now. I forgot to tell you that. Please.
Oh, okay. Hold on. Stay with me.
He's such
Hey,
a
Vince Law uses
fucking
his
dummy.
share-
What do you think, Vince?
How tall are you, Vince?
Oh, Jesus.
5'9", my asshole.
He's like 5'3".
I don't know. I think I was slouching because they said I shrunk.
Does this fucking guy ever tell the truth?
Is it true that Susanna and the kids did an intervention with you shortly after Lily graduated high school?
Now we're fucking.
What?
No.
All right, then the answer's
So
no.
when was it?
They come up with Vince. They also say that they repossessed my car because I fucking got a DUI.
Next
Come on,
one.
you're smarter than this, Vince.
Hold on. Next, eat a dick midget. That's for me. They'll call me midget on the show. Casey said that I was a jockey, not for horses, but for dogs and dogs.
That's funny.
Yeah, you go. Do you have more super chats?
Yeah, hold on. Okay, so we did this one. Yeah, Vince, tell the devil, Converse, I am not you.
Yeah, that guy Dom, he's funny, but he is not me. But Casey believes everyone that's negative is me or related to me.
All right, everybody, I took it off of members only. Let's see if it's true. I don't know. Did you show the wedding videos?
With the fight, the MMA.
Yeah, you showed the wedding video,
Make it
not
to
your wedding.
No,
I'm talking
no,
about
no,
your
no.
wedding video.
Oh no, that was fine. You know,
The
Susanna was
speech.
actually going to be the co-host with me on that
Vince
show
played
because
the
that's
speech.
harmless. It's not the kids. You know what I mean?
Well,
we
it's
only
one
had
kid.
one kid. Yeah, but
Yeah, actually, she was at both weddings of her mom. If you think about it.
yeah, but she was a year old. So you know, it wasn't, let's see. A-Part, thanks for the bucks. You chose D-list celebrity fame over your family. Oh, okay. And Outsider showed your kids what true love was and treated your ex like a queen. Your own kids were. Fine. Who cares? I don't care. Casey's butt boy. Thanks for John. You ever toss Karen Harris' salad?
That's a good question.
No, I'm not big. I don't really understand. I only did that once.
They don't
It
understand.
was to the girl that I took to Collective Soul.
Whoa! So that was just recently.
Oh, I need a picture of that woman, please. I remember her. Oh no, please.
What happened? What happened?
Somebody asked him. Fuck it, I'm going back. Somebody asked him, "Did you ever toss Karen Harris's salad?" Listen.
No, I'm not big. I don't really understand. I only did that once. It was to the girl that I took to Collective Soul.
So I don't know, but I remember Bob almost threw up. I remember that woman in that video, and he's saying he jammed his tongue in her asshole.
Vince, the lawyer, has convinced me about that. You're a narcissist. Good. Hey, Vince, have you ever tossed your wife's salad?
I think so. And this is going
to ask that kind of stuff.
People watching right now who love you more than watching me, but
are they watching?
Yeah, probably.
Hey, Kevin. Hey, Alexandra. It's Uncle Johnny.
I just asked about your dad sticking his tongue up your mom's asshole.
Uncle John loves to eat ass after Collective Soul, guys. Miss you. Sweet dreams.
Last Jay, they absolutely love you. It's crazy.
If Vince brings you guys to where I meet him to have drinks, I'll bring you some Christmas gifts. Okay.
Ew.
Let's go.
At a bar?
yeah. Your dad's got to get you some fake IDs, but when you get in, when you're on each other's shoulders in a big trench coat,
don't worry, I got a couple wristbands you can put on.
You can have Vince on the bottom and both his kids on his shoulders, and it would look like just an almost adult male.
Right.
Let's see.
Vinny, where's the tape measure, shorty? Dick 89. How about KC versus Stuttering John and Vince at the same time boxing? Vince works out a lot.
Casey's in no shape to fight anybody. I mean, when I saw him, he's completely deflated. He's not on steroids anymore, and he went through some serious medical issues too.
See, this is the way they troll my kid. First of all, this is a racist symbol, and thanks for the $5. Me fighting Joe, the fucking producer, any day of the week.
Any day of the week. Boom!
Let's do it. When are you in Cape Coral?
Really, I just drank a fucking.
Stop yelling! He can't hear you.
I'm fucking speeding right now. My wife knows Susanna. That's not what she said, John. Oh yeah, okay, yeah. Look, Vince.
So he's speeding. He drank a Red Bull and he's already had 2 beers. Do you really think he's speeding?
No.
I'm pretty kid. That's the whole thing about, not even having to fucking bring this up again about crap in the bed and all that bullshit. Vince, on the Stern Show, I talked about my hemorrhoids exploding all over the fucking place. I talked about having
Hi, kids. Hi, Vincent.
Crabs. Gary talked about having chlamydia. Robin talked about
on second thought, maybe we don't want a present from Uncle John.
Now, we wouldn't admit if something happened like that. I mean, come on.
Yeah, and again, I have a soft spot for people that are wrongly accused of things, so that's why I even was involved with you with regard to that.
Thank you, Ozone.
So I'm glad.
Is it true? Because Carl said, because you and I said lawyer to client privilege. Carl said that you're not my lawyer and I'm not your client. But how could that be true if you said, okay, this is lawyer to client privilege?
Yeah, look, we're not going to get into specifics, but just generally speaking, if you go to an attorney and you ask for advice just as a preliminary matter, and you're just asking whether you're going to hire me or not, you can, and I should invoke the attorney-client privilege in certain conversations. So it's none of Carl's business what our relationship is, but he's incorrect to believe that you have to pay me for me to be your attorney, quote unquote, or that
John
attorney
hasn't paid him.
Apply.
Of course not.
Pay me.
He's incorrect about a lot of things. Are you a fan of Carl's?
I have no issue with Carl. You know, obviously, when I put out that you guys lived in Cape Coral, he got upset with me about it. I think he's over it by now. I didn't intend to harm either of you two, and I knew it for a while, and I kept it in from both of you because I was talking to both of you at the time.
Yeah, but he's the dumbass to even tell you. Like in my eyes, because he didn't only tell you, he told Shuli. So in my eyes, I'm like,
yeah, but the guy that's on your show is the guy who posted it online.
You're the dumb fuck to fucking tell these people. Like Don't start blaming everybody else because you're fucking a dumbass, right?
Hey, we're almost up to 900 in here. Hit the like button, guys. Member up. You know, a little love wouldn't hurt.
And then you tell Carl, and then he betrays your trust, and he tells Tukey, me, that Big Vinny, and Shuli, and then I actually couldn't keep it anymore. I admit that I shouldn't have put it out there, but I did. You know, just as a goof, nothing nefarious in my mind. But yeah, I don't think he's still mad at. But I don't have any issue with Carl. I don't think you really have major issues with Carl. He's not a.
Oh, no, I do.
But he's not crazy, John. Because I've had felons after me.
Vince,
you know,
on 3 different occasions, he's trashed my kid. And one of the times he said that my kids were losers. No, I'm sorry. I have the quote exactly. Oh, Stuttering John's kids are fucking losers. Now,
big difference.
You and I have had private.
Actually, he said they sound like losers.
That is correct.
But this idiot thinks it's okay to say that. And then he does the fucking whole thing, you know, about goofing on my daughter, you know, after the article came out from UCSB. Then he puts on his Patreon, oh, and we goof on Stuttering John kids, and it's a lot more fun than you think. Vince, this guy is fucking, you know, let's just say this is not the yeah. You don't think I have an issue with him? You're out of your fucking mind. I got a major issue with him. A major issue with him and the fucking shitwear. Because you don't go there.
I've never once said a fucking joke about his kid. Never once.
Man, Vince,
find it. Play it.
After I said to him, I go, why did you post the link and have my channel get struck? Well, you wrote a whole song about me. I go, that was ad-lib. It was fucking, I didn't say anything bad. Terrible. I go, who's got the thin skin here, Vin? I mean, people call me fat, drooling, fucking everything, you know, defensive. I don't care. Fucking, they make a billion memes of me, Vince. You see them, a billion of like.
I like that he goes, people say I'm fat, I drool, I'm difficult.
The best. Howard Stern, Jay Leno.
Yeah, they've called you the Midler.
You think I give a fuck about what these fucking losers say? I don't.
Why are you yelling?
Knock yourself out. That's why they go to my family.
That difficult thing really got to him because that's a recent thing, and he brings that up all the time.
Cardiff did that.
Yeah.
Oh, I might. I might
think you should.
Hold on.
No, I might because I'm telling you.
Hold on.
I might. Emily.
Oh, I did get the naked pictures of Carl's wife you sent. Thank you. Those were good. I don't think you should release them, but I appreciate it.
Oh, I might.
I don't think you should.
No, I might. Because I'm telling you.
I explained to you.
What?
All right. I explained to you that you shouldn't, but I mean.
Well, why?
Why would I listen to a lawyer?
Why shouldn't I release, the pictures of his wife naked? Why not?
It's a little different. It's revenge porn.
Yeah, apparently, according to Fat Fuck Phil, I have tons of these. So why not? I mean, do it.
Is there a chance that we can work out?
No, he doesn't. But you can go to jail. I mean, that's revenge porn. That's
now. I'm just saying,
really a no-no.
Drop your claim. He'll delete the video, and then he'll do some form of compensation to you, and therefore you don't have to worry about striking or you worry about account.
Which Rocco, Burrows or Dante? I don't know.
I don't know his last name. I just know Rocco. I said today, I thought it was Burrows. I thought people were saying that, and I apologize. I said I would never say Burrows again. I don't know if that's him or not. I text with him, but I don't know. I never asked him his last name.
I not only know his last name, I know where he lives. Ozone, thanks for the $5. Vince reading questions and not answering follow-ups when Stuttering John Stonewall uses voiceless. Free from this if Stuttering John doesn't answer questions. What haven't I answered?
Everything so far. How about this? How do you feel? How did it feel to have your family abandon you on Thanksgiving?
They didn't abandon me on Thanksgiving.
What did you do on Thanksgiving? Hold on. What did you do on Thanksgiving?
Year.
I got my son.
Okay, so then
at the bar.
I mean, they're just probably trying to.
Vince,
control you a little bit.
But Vince, hold on. My oldest is in Portland. Well, I should have even said that. But my oldest is
Doxing.
My daughter is
idiot.
Is I don't want to say where she's working, but
Narnia.
It's a very
but I will
job, and she is not very close to where I live. In fact, it's
What a fucking moron.
7 to 8 hour drive. And
he can't.
So the only
He's
one
got to give clues.
The coordinates are.
Yeah.
So Vegas.
The only one that I see on a regular basis. I do get to see the
I think
others
it's north
on like special occasions, but not everyone. Mike, and you'll see when your kids get older, it's not that easy to.
John, you don't have to explain. I get it. I'm just asking what they asked of you.
Yeah, my kid's strong and he takes $5. Hey, John, you may not have been the smartest or funny. I've never been a whackbacker, and I hate how they used to bully you for being dumb and not funny. You rule. Yeah. Well, that's okay.
He's going to hate my next song I do.
You're the most insignificant speck of feculence I've ever seen. Craven, a lump of excrement.
Wow.
Yeah.
He did better than
I
me.
laugh at this shit.
Prince managed to use the word feculence twice in 1 week.
I know.
Words.
I don't care. I really don't. John's Shuli's wife's Crystals. Thanks for bucks. John, you're the goat. Without Shuli, well, I think Vince would agree with this. Without you, Shuli is living in a shit apartment, eating bologna, smoking weed, divorced, while his wife rides a BBC like a camera.
It's funny how he just described John. He just described everything about John's
doesn't
life.
have a bigger penis than you, which is probably
Look, you'd be eating bologna in a one-bedroom apartment.
Line, you know, you have a bigger.
Oh, that was brilliant.
Wow, so you guys do remember that quote? Huh? Look, Susanna's pretty cool, but some things will like she's one person like you don't want to fuck with. Put it that way.
Yeah. She left you.
Mm-hmm.
So
You're one person she doesn't want to fuck.
Silence, do good. Thanks for $5. Hey, John, question about you guys. I noticed her head is shaved. Does she have cancer, Vince?
That's
check the bottom sides of your double chin. I don't know. I don't really have it. It's the way I'm positioned.
Yeah, it's the lighting.
Couch here.
Carl
how many chins do you have on those lights?
Right.
On any great talk show ever sits on a couch. She said, get a real chair and desk like a real man or real broadcaster.
Elmore Truther. Look at this guy's screen there.
I was sitting on a couch on the Howard Stern show for a number of years. And if Howard Stern is not a real broadcaster, and if me, Jackie, Fred, Robin, and everybody else weren't real broadcasters, first of all, Lady K should not talk about being a real broadcaster. A real broadcaster does not broadcast in a paneled basement in the armpit of New York known as Rochester.
Yeah, a real broadcaster freezes and lets his lawyer take over the show for 2.5 minutes.
In a one-room apartment.
Unfurnished apartment.
Yeah.
I only had thought. Elmore Truth, thanks for $2. Phil kicked. I don't know what he's talking about here, Vince. Can you help me out?
Phil kicked a dog nearly to death and bragged about it in the 2000s. Everyone's saying that was true on some chat that Phil had said that, but I don't have any confirmation.
I don't see Phil.
Well, listen, you're friends with Julie. What do you think of Joe? I mean, this guy's a legitimate fucking psychopath. I mean, he pulls a gun on a fucking 75-year-old.
I went through and I made a video on that because I heard that as well. What happened was he actually got taken down literally as a takedown from a wrestling move, but from a 78-year-old that was his neighbor. And then his neighbor was whipping his ass. So not so much the gun, he actually got in trouble for brandishing the firearm. But the more embarrassing thing is that your old time neighbor took you down and actually was able to beat your ass up. So producer Phil, I think his first name is Phil. For some reason, they call him Joe. But yeah, I saw that.
Yeah, because I mean, that's like, who wants to? And he also had something with a nursing home.
I went through that
Third
too.
beer within an hour.
Whoever he was with, they were getting chemo or some sort of treatment, John, and like this nurse's aides that work there, an asshole, and it's all.
This is fun. Uncle Joe.
Look for him.
What happened?
Watching this, at least you got a fucking real broadcaster and a real attorney. I did have my own shows, on
Wait,
K-Rock.
what happened? They were talking about me.
And on. Care how big you are. I don't give a fuck. I will get in the ring with you. I don't.
Let's do it.
Because I love challenges. I like to challenge myself. And I'd come up with a game plan, and I'd hire the best people I could do with Derek Panza.
Somebody send him a chat and say, send me the link. I will go on. We have 10 grand ready to go. I will go on and work out the details. Tell him. Let's see how bad he wants it. Let's see how much he loves challenges. Tell him, send me the link.
Link
I didn't know that you went to Columbia.
I got to split, guys.
All right,
but I
Mikey.
guess if I'm wondering,
Talk to you guys later.
Ivy League
Love you,
school.
buddy.
That
Mike
is an
Morris,
Ivy
ladies
League
and
school. John, well, what about? Hold on, we
John's
haven't
last
resolved.
brain cell. Thanks so much. Will you fight Joe from Uncle Rico? Why they keep asking me about this, Vince?
Because we have 10 grand, stupid.
Can't stand it.
Oh, Carl had 2,000 viewers today, mocking you. Only 500 here. Actually, there's 661, and I don't care.
I never
don't
look at the
give a fuck.
views.
What?
Yeah, you better
I
not.
never look at the views.
You
of the
better
viewers
not.
or
Yeah, I
subscribers.
don't really
It's like-
give a shit. If Lady K could convince you guys he's funny and he's a professional broadcaster, well, good. If you want to be duped by some hack in Rochester, that's your prerogative. I'd rather fucking if someone's watching this, at least you got a fucking real broadcaster and a real attorney. I did have my own shows, on K-Rock.
Oh,
Weeks ago, John was saying the exact opposite about Vince, and Vince had to send him a lawyer, a letter or an email threatening him to say, "Stop saying I'm not a lawyer."
Yeah, we sat on the couch on the Brandon Tartikoff show. I guess we weren't real broadcasters.
Do you watch Carl's show when a video is put out on his channel? Never.
The only time is when, like, if I'm looking for content, I'll go, all right, and everyone's saying that, oh, this Lady K is saying this and that, and I go, all right, just so I can come up to date, I'll watch this idiot. But Vince, I could watch like 3 minutes and I could do an hour on him. He is a broadcasting. It's gold because he's so easy to goof on. Just his whole John, and it's like, oh, it's just, and the panel
That's
basement and his homage to me. I mean, talk
killing
about embarrassing.
Oh.
And he's got club feet. He's got snaggled teeth. What? They don't have dentists in Rochester?
Wow, he's doing this again. Wow.
Vince, have you seen those things close up? Holy shit.
Now, you still answer my question. Can we resolve the Tukey strike that you did? If he's willing to delete the video, you're willing to remove the strike without any further counterclaims and things like that, and maybe some form of a payment to you. What type of payment would you accept to remove the strike?
Can I talk about that off the air with you?
Yeah, again, I'm not an attorney for either of you two.
I don't negotiate publicly on a show, Vince. I'm sorry. I'm not going to sit here and negotiate with you.
Says the guy who was offering up a watch the other day on his show.
If you're claiming that you're representing
I'm not representing anyone in this situation.
Why do you?
Somebody chat John that his lawyer is in a text thread with Tukey and Shuley.
Any type of issue, are you willing to accept?
That is true, by the way.
I'm not going through any issue. Trust me. I'm very secure in my position here. Dang Lizard, thanks for the $5. Who was the guy you supposedly paid to pretend to be your drummer friend? That's my buddy Bruce. How can you blatantly lie about not knowing who Patrick Milton is? Okay. Vince, can I address this? Because I know you're
we get it. We get it. Patrick Melton, we know he's out there. He does a show, but you don't know him
but
personally.
I don't know anything about him. I know he does a show. I know he's thin-skinned because he couldn't handle a Fatty Patty song. And then I know that he said horrible things about my kids. And when I see him, I'll address it to him.
I know the answer to this next question. You can do your skull. Do you have any regrets? Scola.
Yes.
From Reddit, do you have any regrets? Tell us.
Yes, I regret not playing high school
football.
And I knew you knew. You are the biggest player.
Can you imagine with everything in his life, that's the only regret.
Dabbleverse, whatever. Right at the top.
And just so everybody knows, I was a good football player. And when I got to high school, I played in the 9th grade, but not on the high school team, like on the Players Bobcats.
Tell us more, Al Bundy.
And then when I wanted to play for the high school team, but they made all the kids, which I think is abuse.
I heard all
Vince,
this.
and
rap
I would
before.
love to get your opinion on this. I mean, this is like Jim Jordan abuse. They have all the
He's
boys
leaking bad.
shower in the same shower, as if you're in a prison.
In the same stall.
Shower heads, and you're literally showering.
Explains his fascination with members these days.
And I was a late bloomer.
And how much he hates showers these days.
My legs until like 11th grade. I didn't want to be known as.
He didn't have
baldly
pubes till 11th grade. He just
So
said.
that's why.
Jesus Christ.
It's weird that football players and wrestling, but more football. Why do we
Fucking rant there.
Let's go.
So, anyway, when I bought my first house in the Oaks, and that's where I lived literally 3 houses across from Lieutenant Dan.
I know you're talking about.
Gary Sinise, stupid.
I can't believe I'm blanking on his name. But anyway, so and it was like, and I knew Jay was leaving in 5 years. He was getting kicked off because of Conan. So I was like, holy shit, I gotta. So because I was living in the.
John, are you sure you were there for this story?
I mean, it's unbelievable.
Houses that they bought, they were building, and there was a half-acre view lot. It was huge, and it was a 6,700 square foot house. And I said, okay, Susanna, let's buy this because then I'll sell it for 3.6 or whatever. And I get in on the ground floor for like 2.1, and then I sell that, and then we don't have to work anymore. We'll
So
have
boring. Vince, come on, dude.
And
What
when
are
I
you
moved
doing?
in, my neighbor
Text Vince about the fight, Julie. There's $10,000 on the line.
He's not reading text. That's why it's still
And
awful.
Then 2008, the bubble burst. So that killed me, Vince, because Jay was leaving, the bubble burst, and then came divorce. It was the perfect storm.
There was question about the timeline with Anne-Marie. Did you hook up with her or whatever happened in that room while you were still married?
We were separated, which was, we already had agreed we could date.
Oh.
And it was odd. Anthony's hotel room. When I was driving home, my ex, Susanna, called me and was like, I was thinking about getting back with you, but now I couldn't get in touch with you all night. Fuck this.
Hilarious.
Throw it.
It wasn't meant to be. I was so pent up. Like it's like how Howard must have felt. Like being faithful that long.
Damn it.
Of course.
Why can't you have your own fucking life and your own stories?
He can't. He can't make his own decisions. He doesn't have his own life.
Nat, Chloe, no, I'm only kidding, Devin and Alexander. Thanks for $5. How was your Thanksgiving, John? Surely spent with. Oh, can you say the name? Same for yourself. Yeah, I spent it with my son. Producer Joe, sorry, Vince, from TSN has 10,000 back in for UFC. I'll do it.
Yes.
Yeah, look, Vince, they're all obsessed. I'll do it.
Done.
When are you in Cape Coral?
Yeah, I'll beat the living shit out of him in the ring.
You won't.
In the ring, Vince.
Look
I
at
have
this,
to cover
Cardiff.
myself here. In an athletic sporting competition, I will kick his ass in the ring. Cardiff Electric. Oh, yeah, you fucking say you want to fucking bury the hatchet, and then you don't bury the hatchet, you fucking... Another guy hides behind a fucking... Hey, Potato! I had In-N-Out fries today. I was thinking of you. Hey, John, wait for the audio I have tonight. Potato soup.
Roasted.
You started this star. I stand with Potato. I'm so scared.
John, the dues payer texted me. He said, Vince, stop letting him deflect. Ask him the questions and get back on top of the cup.
Hey, and Bessie. I don't answer to the shit way.
He's yelling at me, not you. And he said, get back
I don't
on
give a
top of
fuck.
the cup.
Hey, Vince, this is my show. And you are my guest.
Tantrum.
Stop distracting yourself with the shit weigher, okay? Because now you're being disrespectful to me.
Uh-oh.
If I do this show, I don't sit on my phone. My phone is not even close to me because I'm a professional broadcaster. Right, Wolf? Dick 89. John, can you give me a Benny Loco impression? Hey, John, how you doing? Are you watching football tonight? Yeah, I'm going to watch a little bit on Patreon with just me and my patron. I said Sunday, I meant Monday.
Surely we are setting this up.
I watched the Vikings against the
I'm
Bears.
texting
I
right
got
now.
the Vikings, and we'll watch that on Patreon. Penny Wrinkle. This
Winner
lawyer
take
proposed
all.
it
It's
and
winner
criticized-
take all.
That's what I just wrote. Him.
You know, I
Bob,
don't think-
fuck the. I don't need the 10 grand. I just want to fight him.
I did say
It's
that they
winner
shouldn't leave,
takes
but I never
all.
played the video. I seen the video, but I like what they said.
Well, they're not performers. I looked up to you. Thanks for $10. When your daughter said,
He thinks he's getting 10 grand for the fight. He has to win it.
Well, I mean, they just paid you $10. I didn't see the question, but
well,
why don't we answer it?
Because we were separated. They didn't, you don't think that's traumatic for kids when parents get divorced?
Yeah, that's why you try to make it
hugely
work.
traumatic.
Well,
No, you don't try to fuck somebody.
well, that's why I
Yeah.
think it's a silly question. Have you ever had an original thought skull? Yes. In fact, did you see my one that I made? That everybody now, they don't even want to give me credit, Vince. But like Trump got
Yeah,
booed.
we're like Banks.
The Clemson
Yeah.
thing. So, just me being the smart, funny guy. I see it, boom, fucking get the clip. I get an old clip of if you want to get away, that fucking ad that they used to do. And and then I close
Look at Vince.
zoom in on Trump, and then you want to get away, and then the Southwest Airlines thing.
Look at
Why
Vince.
does it make you happy if people are mean to President Trump?
Yeah.
Why does it make it happy? Because he destroyed this country. Dang lizard, thanks for the $5.
He destroyed it. Oh
Yes,
my
we're
God.
not striking, going up sponsor. I never went after a sponsor. That's a lie. I never doxed intentionally. I struck when they deserved.
When the iron was hot.
Gloating, yes, I gloat. Hey, I'm the goat that gloats.
No, you're the bloke.
Trashing people. Yeah, I trash people. Everyone in this Doubleverse does. You work with. Well, not really. The only one I don't even. Who do I trash that I work with?
Everyone.
Vince.
Stephanie Miller.
Oh, well, I believe me. I could really. I don't. Come on. What have? Do you think I really have trashed her?
No, actually, I found out what happened with that because I went back and I was able to
You
get
matured, it won't stop, but that's good. I'm sorry.
I was able to get Facebook postings, and you know what people were doing? It was like old school trolling. They were telling her how bad you were, and she was so dumb enough to believe it because no one else was actually watching her on anything.
Well, I'll tell you this, Vince. This is how crazy
I'm gonna
that
call
it
Vince.
was. I won't say she was, but
Hold on. I'm gonna call Vince.
He's not going to pick up.
I think he might. That's why I'm trying it.
No, I'm saying the phone's probably too heavy.
You know what? I'm starting to think John guy is an a-hole. Yeah. There we go.
John always sounds like he's drowning in 4 inches of water. Waterlogged. Let's see if Vince's eyes go. 3, 2.
Well, it's on a delay, but
Whoa. He's puddling.
come on. You're an attorney that knows comedy. Pick up.
He's not picking up.
Your call has been.
All right. That was a secretary.
Or
muttering Jay.
That's what a lot of people will never make it because they don't understand that. Phil Elmore and the rest
Google
too.
wet
John, did you
brain,
ever
and you'll
actually
agree, Stuttering
get into
John has
who
it. Yeah, we've looked
got
into
you
it.
Fired from that job because originally you were claiming Bob Levy made the call. For
Yeah.
your teaching job, but then
no, they didn't tell me who. John Todd, thanks for $5.
But you said it.
$1,000 that 10,000 watch producer Joe Squatch. Why is everyone doing it? This is Julie. He's so desperate.
It is dead serious, John.
Direct. Thanks to us. Everyone's gangster until they deal with. There we go. I'm not doing that. Bo Bearington. He's a fan. He's cool.
Yeah.
Just became a YouTube
He looks
member.
cool.
So if he's a
I
fan, he's
haven't
cool.
caught up, but it's
Yeah.
okay because I think you can hang for a few more minutes, right?
go ahead, keep going.
You're
I like when
professional.
you're making money.
I'm not trying to be a victim, but I am the victim. $99 super chat at Vince measures himself and is 5'9". Vince,
I don't have a ruler with me.
You don't need.
You have a matchstick?
That's short I am.
On that super chat, Doxing Cardiff, Stuttering John the Waterhead is too
Susanna and
oblivious
AJ's
prior to
girlfriend.
checking his
Oh, was
phone
I
just
right
before the
about,
chat went in.
who was that
But of
famous
course,
dude that
Stuttering
hooked up
John
with
doesn't read
Susanna?
chats prior. Finger trumpet,
Adam
please.
Sandler.
Yep.
Did he have sex with her, or she just blew him? I forgot.
Represent me, tiny lawyer.
Oh, they did.
Represent me, tiny lawyer.
I know.
Love you, Kevin.
But
Thank you.
It was at NYU. And
Who was the
and
guy
just to get
supposedly
back
paid to pretend you're being a drummer friend? How can you blatantly? Oh, you gave it to the wrong show.
Oh, poor dang lizard.
Oh, it's funny. What do you care? It's
Bonnie's a
before you.
lawyer. He can't help it, and that's not a joke.
And I said to her, you know, I remember.
We all know Stuttering John donates to all the top top
Here's
niche
another one.
lawn charities. Yeah.
I said, well, who's funnier?
Stuttering John bragged,
So she lied.
badgered his ex until she said, okay, you have my permission already. Let me hang up for fuck's sake. Yep. If she gave him the rights to the video
But I'm
today,
friends
he
with
was
Adam.
not the owner at the
Doesn't-
time
it's,
of
you
the
know,
strike, false strike.
I've hung out with him at parties and talked to him a lot.
Stuttering John is members only chat, but you can
So, I'm
super
was out of
chat.
work
I sent mine
tonight,
in.
just
Thank
$5
you, Jack.
Carl said, do you hate yourself? Obviously you care. Grow up. Stop being a baby. I don't care. I'm just.
Uncle John hurts at
Did
Christmas.
they not get that this is the Dabbleverse and I'm commenting?
John
on
have
those
to
associated
John
with,
have to train to
the
fight.
Dabbleverse
He'd die of
and, you know,
detoxes.
because I am.
Excuse the frog yelling at the screen. Listening to
creator
Stuttering John
of the
rots your brain. I
Dabbleverse
think
is named after
I
me.
super chatted for John here by mistake.
I
Yes.
should mention these losers
Thank you,
that
Roy
are
Ray.
participating in that
Vince looks like a Make-A-Wish
you know?
kid that
Is she
survived.
having a comedy show in January?
Keep this recording.
You can call it a comedy show.
Vince the lawyer
What,
encouraging
content comedy?
blackmail.
Because we can go to it. We can go to it and do all the things that they were planning to do to you. We can reverse it on them if you want.
Vince, I would definitely do that with
He
you.
won't.
Edgar Chase Esquire, thanks for $5. There's a progressive theory that young girls who witnessed domestic abuse. There was no domestic abuse. There was nothing like that. So, and there's never been that. John, I wouldn't worry about that finger. Sure, it looks grotesque, but tell the folks how good it feels when you massage your prostate with it.
Man.
Why do you say that initially that finger injury is from a motorcycle accident?
Relax.
That's what I
Vince is
thought.
setting him up.
Because when the girl cut me off and she was on a cell phone, you know, I jammed on the brakes and I fell on my left side. So I fell on my left hand, and then all
the other hand
was all.
Yeah, explain
was
the
like
other
fucking
side.
pork chops, you know,
I
it's
even
all
want the
bleeding.
10K. Okay,
And,
producer Ray.
I assume that's what it's from, but the doctor said she thinks it's arthritis or.
Thank you for all the laughs and entertainment. I know you guys are slick enough to get this a-hole off YouTube and every other platform.
Fucking doctor. Deli
Thank you,
Smiley,
Jason.
Thanks for $2. KC, next show titled I Have a Stuttering Jar.
I needed this show today. Thank you, Shuli,
Yeah, I
Mike,
saw that.
and
What
Bob.
could that video be?
Thank
He
you,
says, yeah, the
Spittle.
Stuttering John video, and this is the end of him talking about your name, which he does all the time.
Well, I don't know, Vince, nor do I really care, but
Of course, you know.
Look, Vince, I mean, they're going to keep on. I mean, Casey gets 40 viewers. I mean, his show is pathetic. He's got a keyboard in front of him.
All right,
He doesn't
listen.
even know how to play
We
a
got to wrap
keyboard.
things up.
I mean,
I got dinner and a family waiting upstairs. Two things John doesn't have tonight. But I want to thank all of you, the people behind the wall, the people out here. You guys are awesome. If you're not a member, feel free to join. 5 gets you in, 10 gets you everything. For those of you who gifted memberships today, thank you very much. Hopefully you guys got some. And I'm good. That's all I got, man. Thank you everybody for all your support. Bob, anything you want to plug, buddy?
PCL is on live now. And we'll see you tomorrow.
Bye, everybody. Shout out to the boys in the back. Have a good night. Don't worry. We'll get the rest of this tomorrow.
And
We're
Cardiff
on
is
it.
Mm.
And Cardiff. Oh, tonight, 9. He's got audio John's not going to like. I'll be listening. I'll be watching. Shout out to everybody. TWO. We're out.
That's all for the